What is going on, guys? Take two. Welcome to JXB Mode podcast episode 4, if I'm not mistaken. Tonight we're gonna react to more games, and man, I had a blast last time watching these, even though some of them I did watch before, but I don't care. I like them. You know, it doesn't have to be a first impression to be awesome, right? So today we're gonna do more. Tonight joins me the one and only God Drifter. What's going on, man? Say hello, bro.
What's going on? Everyone's very racing, fighting. Everyone thinking me Jackal, God Drifter, and welcome back to another interaction, basically.
We are reacting and rating.
Reacting and rating, yeah.
We're rating.
We're
So, yeah.
reactating.
So yeah, last night we reacted. Not last night. Last episode we reacted to Need for Speed games, most of them, and we reacted to the Soul Calibur, of course, the majority of them. Intros. We wanted to add more, but we were in a tight curfew that Tuesday. So luckily this time it's on a Thursday. So you know I'll try to skip it as long as I can. As long as I'm, not tired, because it's like 9:43 here, and I believe you're 6:43, right? Because
yeah,
8/7. Yeah, it's like 3 hours to behind. But anyways, we're here, and we will do our best to go as far as we can. We got our gaming list tonight, and yeah, like back in the previous episode, right? I saw things that I've never seen before, right? Because again, I've been playing Need for Speed since my childhood, but not every single game. The only one that I had in my, for me, it's mine. It's Need for Speed Most Wanted. Now the other ones were borrowed from my cousin. He brought it from his home, and then we played it on my PlayStation. But that's just it. I only play Underground 1 and 2, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 2. Most Wanted and Pro Street. Then after Pro Street, I stopped playing because I hated the fact that we were going to legal racing, which was like a weird twist. Because Need for Speed Most Wanted, come on, it's like that arcade, fast-paced fiction action. It's like that's the beauty of Need for Speed, right? Of course, and believe me, we did a live stream a couple of a year ago or something for it. We played Need for Speed Heat, which dude, I haven't had so much fun in a racing game in a while, and Need for Speed Heat brought it. So I'm looking forward to try a few games that I never played before. If I do see them in flea markets or eBay, I might buy some, like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, so here we're going to react more, but different games, different franchise. Now again, don't you worry. By the way, for people who are worrying oh, it's going to be a reacting podcast from now on. No. We're going to do certain parts, of course, and then, eventually we're going to do different ones. Now, again, we're not going to go in, chronological order, what do you call it? How do you call it? In sequence? Let's say next week. Next week, we're not going to do the part 3. We're going to do another podcast. Then part 3 will come in the other week, for example, right? So it's not going to be don't worry, because I know, a lot of people be but, I want to hear you, just hear you, because I'm working. I cannot look at the screen, and I want to watch the intro. I want to see your reaction. So it kind of, breaks the podcast a little bit, aspect, right? A little bit of it. But don't worry, it's just going to be a couple of episodes. Just, it's a good idea. At least hear it, at least watch it. If you can't watch it, that's, perfect. But for the people who are watching, don't worry, it's not going to be like this all the time, okay? So yeah, so first game we got on the list is going to be the Dragon Ball Budokai series. I don't know about you, Drift, but I play a ton of hours with Dragon Ball Budokai, and actually, I wasn't even a fan of the series until I started playing Budokai. Now again, I did watch Toonami as a kid, Dragon Ball, but I was not that into it anime when I was a kid because it's too much talking. It's talking. Just fight already, The only ones for me that I actually kind of was interested was Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! That's just it, right? And Satchel. But, over the time, I grew up, of course, and realized what anime is, and mature enough for me to enjoy it. And once I play, the Budokai, which are not 100% accurate, don't do what I did, right? I start talking at school I was the shit. I knew everything about Dragon Ball Z, and no, bro. Dragon Ball Z Budokai's games are not 100% accurate, okay? So just be careful, okay? There's names that are being changed that are not those names. So be careful with that. But it does instruct you, of course, from the start to the end of GT, right? in a short paced way for people who just want to know a little bit about the story but want to play, you know. But yeah, it got me into Dragon Ball Z, and you know, ever since Battle of the Gods, I've been into it. I still haven't watched the series though. Forgive me. Super and the movie, I haven't seen it, but I've seen the movies. I've seen Resurrection and Broly, so I'm well aware. Even if I have not seen the series, I asked friends like, "Hey, what's going on in the lore? Oh, this and happened. This Black Goku guy came in." So I know my shit around it. Okay, but yeah. So like, did it affect this? Before we start reacting to the intros, like I want to ask you, Drift, does this franchise like affected you as a kid? This is nostalgic for you, like the Budokai series at all?
Oh, definitely. Like I remember, like I kid you not, this came out. This is the 2000s. This was around when Tokyo Dub was a thing, and that's why there was also the Ocean Dub, and then there's the Funimation Dub. And I remember my brother watching Dragon Ball Z, and then I sat next to him and I'm watching the entire show, and let's just say I got called at school a bunch of times.
Oh my god! You got influenced. Wait, okay, two things.
This was a true story.
Okay,
and
go ahead.
Like I was grabbing like sandbags, and I just doing the Kamehameha wave motion. And I kid you not, my freaking preschool teacher, and she was like, he keeps doing. He was like, doesn't want to have a good day today. He was doing a Kamehameha, and I was like,
you know,
like and this is from her actually. She was like, he's blowing you up, basically. You know,
dude, like, but no shit. You know, there's this episode of Fairy Odd Parents where he's watching, like, well, this is special, like a movie in a way, special episode called the I forgot, Channel Chasers, I think it was, and he's watching this thing called Mahomushi, which is basically a reference to Dragon Ball Z, right? And it parodies it all the way, and I love it. I love it because actually, for real, like, no kidding, this actually, Dragon Ball Z has been an influence for millennials ever since we started seeing it. Like, no joke, we started playing outside, like, really punching each other and doing shit that we see on the show. I don't know, dude, Akira, rest in peace, by the way. We passed away.
Yeah.
And dude, you have, like, I love Dragon Quest, but nothing can top Dragon Ball Z. It's just not even Dragon Ball, in my opinion. Dragon Ball Z, for me and onward, something happened that I don't know what was going through your head, but you have created one of the best animes ever out there.
He literally created childhoods.
Like, for real, dude. No kidding. This is serious. And I got a lot of friends who are gonna comment and send me messages right now when they're seeing this recorded. I had friends who cried when, like, Goku or Krillin died, like a fucking telenovela, right? For real, John. Not kidding, dude. I swear. Like, I had a friend of mine.
No, he's a physical kid. He's a fictional character. He's real to me. What do you mean?
Yeah, no, for real. I had a friend of mine. I think there was an episode. I forgot what it was. I think it was when Vegeta was, like, beating the shit out of Goku, and my friend told me that he was watching the TV and he was like, "Nah, he's gonna get up," and he was still getting beat up, and I was like, "He's gonna get," he was like, "He's gonna get up." He started tearing up, bro. I'm not fucking kidding. No disrespect. I'm not trying to shame my friend. I'm just saying that's the power of Dragon Ball, bro. That's the power of Dragon Ball. Like, for real, you have feelings for this shit. Like, for real, like, I swear. Like, the energy is there. It's the only anime that I see a lot of people going crazy for something that happened, right? Don't get me wrong. There's animes that, like they do all that, but for me, Dragon Ball is just its own thing. It's in the anime.
No, actually, here's the thing. There is anime that can legit emotionally break you. I kid you not.
Well, of course, but dude, there's something about Dragon Ball that it makes, like, there's no anime for me that makes me want to sit down and watch it till the end like Dragon Ball. Because of course there's arson. Like, for me, Attack on Titan, definitely, I was all in. I got hooked. I started the second season after 4 years, you know, because I gave up waiting for the second season. So, you know, a friend of mine at work, Harley, shout out Harley, what up, bro? he introduced me to you know, to the season, to go back for it. He's like, dude, come back, it's good, it's good. And I'm like, all right. And I got hooked. Like, sit down. I felt like a kid again, you know. Which, by the way, that ending got me tearing up. I'm sorry, but Dragon Ball Z was different. Dragon Ball Z had a little bit more spice. There was this point when I was like, fuck yeah! You know, my favorite scene was when, like, Teen Goku, I mean, not Teen Goku, Teen Gohan was fighting Cell. And he's just dying. He cannot do it anymore. He's like this, right? And the Goku, like, angel form comes to his back, and he's like, don't give up, son. Don't give up. Dude, your dad is telling you don't quit with this motherfucking beast of an android, right? Because he's an android, if I'm not mistaken, right? And then, thanks to Vegeta, though, shout-outs to Vegeta fans. I know Vegeta is the one who actually made that fight win. Distracted. But then Goku was like, no, go. And then Gohan, you can see the reaction. Gohan is not like angry. His face is like, oh shit, I'm gonna beat this guy. I can win this. And then he goes, ah, boom. Dude, I was like,
and the icing on the cake of that scene was the theme. Like Dragon Ball is known for their really great themes. Yes,
the music. Oh, we're gonna see here. We're gonna see here. Even the games and the music, bro. Amazing composers. All right, enough talk. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and watch Dragon Ball Z Budokai 1 on the PlayStation 2 or in what console they come to. Ready in 3, 2, 1. Transcending history in the world. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, no, this reminds me of the now. Funny thing is, I didn't grow up with this intro. I grew up with the not that one. I'm talking show wise. I grew up with the where like everything was like creepy. It was like black and red and it was like clouds.
Oh, shit.
I was like, that I grew up with that intro for the most part. What I did? Okay, now I know what this intro is.
It's coming back to you, right? It's coming back to me. Holy shit! Oh, look at the T-Rex.
And actually, you know the funny thing is coming back to me now is, man, I need to watch the show again.
All right, let's go ahead and look for the. All right, guys, that was the intro for Budokai 1. Oh my god, I almost said Tenkaichi again.
It's dying from nostalgia.
It's hard to say Budokai Tenkaichi. I gotta say it completely. You know, it's like a Sheldon thing, but no, like it's Budokai 1. Okay, so we saw just Budokai 1 on the PlayStation. Man, dude, talk about evolution inside that like franchise of Budokai. Started off really polygon 2D fighting, and then it came a little bit better and better, and then let's go. We're looking for a fight. We're going 3D this time with better graphics. Man, like that's amazing. Like, all right, so for me, I will give this from 1 out of 10. I will give this one a 6.5. Well, let's call it 7. Let's give it 7. I'll give it a 7 because the beauty of Dragon Ball, the song was good, the sequences were awesome, but again, it's just this. You know, like there's not too much, and of course we cannot ask for more. This is their first pilot of Budokai, but that's why I give it a 7 because there's not much of a blame. But again, we have a whole anime series in the back that you can get more characters to choose from. But again, you know, there's got to be a reason, of course, right? So I will give this a 7. What about you, Drift?
I am giving this a 9.5.
Holy shit!
It's a 9.5 because the entire intro is just hitting me with nostalgia. Like I was going because it's like me fighting Prime Mike Tyson. It just nostalgia. It's just
yeah. I mean, it's completely understandable. For me, this was not my nostalgic one. I think I played this one, but I never owned it. I think the ones that I actually owned was the Tenkaichi 2 and 3. The other ones I played in friends or family members' cousins' houses. And Budokai 2, I rented it on Blockbuster, which I played it a lot because what I did was I had this sheet system, right? That's really obvious. I used to rent the games, right, on Blockbuster, and then when after I go from Blockbuster, I arrive home, I put the game on, play it, and then save it on my memory card, and then when it's time to return it, I won't have to restart from the beginning again. It's in my save card, my memory card. Right here, which I still do have. This is actually my yellow Matt Cat. No, this is just the yellow 8 megabytes memory card. I had this is from my childhood. I think it's this one or that one because I got two, but actually I got four. But the yellow one I got two, and I think this is the one because it's a little bit floppy. And it's an old one. Thank God. I gotta like copy and paste the data because I'm afraid this might die soon. But yeah, this has been going. That's been going on from my childhood. I kept it with me, so there's a lot of save files there that I haven't touched since 2009. It's really cool to see. It's like a museum. But anyways, I had Budokai 2, and that's the nostalgic one. So what I get you, but this is gonna happen to me right now. So let's go ahead and watch Budokai 2. Budokai 2 Dragon Ball Z. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. This is nostalgic for me. When I saw this, I was like, oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, if they actually update, if this was the 2000s, and it's still just like, oh yeah, let's redesign the entire show and have like this new design for the show.
Yeah,
I think it'll be like extremely popular.
Like, I think this game brought a lot of people to watch Dragon Ball. It feels like it. Imagine Vegeta. Love that sacrifice scene, man. That was really sad.
Oh god.
Yeah, the failed fusions.
Yep.
There we go, the fusion for Gogeta. Oh, my bad, Vegito. Vegeta is after.
Nay, not the moon!
It's like, bro, what the fuck do you see? Do you know how many penalties you're gonna get?
Yeah, get
Shenron.
How is it to survive without the moon?
That's true.
It's gonna be a half moon.
Shenron is like, give me your wish. I hope it's to fix the moon. Shenron, fix the moon. All right, that was thank you PS360 HD2 for all the intros that we're gonna see from Dragon Ball Z. I bet you got them all. Let's go ahead and give our review. All right, so that was the intro for Dragon Ball Budokai 2, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. This is the one that I actually remember a lot. This is the one that I actually played a lot. And as I was telling you off stream, one of the things that I love about this one is that it had this board game gameplay on the campaign, and you have to like move it, you know, like how many spaces you're gonna go for, and it was kind of fun. You know, like I really did enjoy this game a lot. I played it a lot, and I did remember getting stuck on the Gohan Buu level because every time that I went to fight him, it was inevitable, and all I had to do was to go to Supreme Kai and then to Vegeta to give him the earrings to fusion from Vegito, and then finally beat him. Like, and I never knew that until I think somebody told me, or I managed to figure it out by myself. But yeah, going back to the intros though, this one is a good one. It's not my favorite though, even though it's nostalgic to me. I will give this an 8 for being fair. I mean, it's just an anime music video, let's call it that way. And most of the games here, the Dragon Ball Z games, have that. So it's okay. It introduced me to a lot of cool stuff, but I guess it's kind of a little bit of the difference between the 1 and 2. I kind of prefer if they would have done a 3D intro as well, but it's okay. Maybe budget reasons. They wanted to get more content. That's why they cut the intro down, because those things cost money, bro. So yeah, I will give this an 8. What about you?
I am also going to give it an 8 because I didn't play Budokai 2. I'm not too familiar with Budokai 2, but the intro actually is pretty cool, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. It's like Right now, I'm trying to like want to charge my freaking
The
iPad.
pause.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, a
So,
second.
but yeah, like Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2 for me was a good one. It was a gem. I think it's one of like a lot of people's favorite, even though there's a debate between 2 and 3 before the Tenkaishis came in, of course. But yeah, really one of my favorite ones. I have them all by memory. Like I remember when I got this. I remember where did I play it. I remember the weather outside when I played for the first time. I think so. Well, I remember more. I remember more Lilo and Stitch PS1 weather outside when I played it for the first time. I got it for my birthday. That's a good game, by the way. It's a really good Crash Bandicoot clone. So yeah, if you're into Crash platformers, I recommend Lilo and Stitch on the PlayStation 1. Anyways, enough about that. Sorry, I'm getting off track. All right, you ready? You got the iPad charge?
Yep.
All right.
Plugged in. But yeah. Let's
Okay.
do this.
All right, so let's go ahead and watch Budokai 3. In 3, get it? 2, 1. I kind of like this one better. The song. Hello, this is a praise song on the Dragon Ball Z series.
Yeah, and if you remember correctly, I think it's one of the most downloaded songs on Spotify.
Definitely. That one and Chala or whatever. Budokai 3. Not a fan of the font, though. It looks like paint.
It's on purpose.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna get copyrighted, but I don't get monetized, so fuck you, YouTube.
My.
I'm just kidding you. Fusion! Gogeta versus Broly. The old Broly.
What happened? 14? Not even 14 years later, it's like 15 years later actually. Well, scratch that. 17 years later. My goodness.
And that's Omega Shenron.
Yeah, that's Omega Shenron.
Alright. So, hang on, give me a second. Alright, sorry about that. I had to change my chair. Like, back was killing me, man. Don't get these cheap Amazon gaming chairs if you're overweight like me. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Alright, so that was Budokai 3 intro for the Dragon Ball Budokai series. And the final 2D... of the franchise, like 2D fighting, right? So far, I gotta say the intro is better than the second one, in my opinion. I think the song could be... It's not better, but for me personally, I kind of like that metal tone the second one had better than this one. But this one had a better cinematic intro, you know, with the whole things and stuff, right? So it was kind of fun seeing that, you know, seeing the whole 2D intros. I do love them. One of my favorites is the Xenoverse one. I love that intro on the PlayStation 3. So, you know, I guess you can say that 3D is better, but you can't compare. It's a different aspect. It's like, you know, it's not Pepsi and Coke. You know, it's Sprite and Fanta. All right, so I will give this one... Actually, I will give this one a 9. This was a really good motivating intro. You know, it was not heavy and like the other one, but it was much more Dragon Ball. You know what I mean? So it screams more Dragon Ball Z. So I will give this one a 9. What about you, man?
9.5.
There you go. Totally accepted. Hey, no disrespect. It is there for a reason, right? Like, it's to wow us, and it always has been, and it always will be. It's definitely a 9.5. And you know what? I'm gonna give it a 9.5 too. Because it deserved the 9.5, bro. Akira, come on, man. Rest in peace, my guy. Alright, so let's go ahead and now continue on to the 3D evolution of the Dragon Ball Budokai series. Dragon Ball Z1 Budokai Tenkaichi 3. This one is like, hey, we're not gonna do this anymore. We're gonna do this. Find each other in the map, go nuts, destroy buildings, destroy rocks, blow it up with the fucking Mega Balls and Spirit Bombs and like Ultra Kamehamehas and like watch the planet blow. Literally, it does. You get a cutscene if you get an overpowered shot, and the cutscene shows the planet like burning, and then the stage changes into this fucking like Mad Max rocks only world, dude. It's just insanity. You know how many people you just fucking killed? All because you're fucking fighting some guy, bro. But hey, it's your call, man. Whatever, you know. A lot of people say I want to live in Dragon Ball universe. I don't. I don't want to live in the Dragon Ball Z world, bro. Like, imagine me eating a stick and then, and I'm like, oh fuck, there goes Goku again. Oh shit, you know. I can't do that.
I'd rather live in the Bleach world, because at least the Bleach world does not destroy.
Oh yeah, exactly. Live in the passive world, like the Namekian. Well, I don't know if the Namekians got. I think they got destroyed, right? I don't remember. Anyways, let's go ahead and watch the intro for the first Tenkaichi Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi. Ha ha ha! Now I can say it finally. Wait, I forgot to tell you. In 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh goodness!
Here comes Shenron. We're going back to the 3D now. Again. Okay. Why that low frame rate, though? Is that on purpose?
Well, it's 4K, so I had no idea.
Those frame drops are because of the cutscene, right? It's not because my PC is crashing.
No, it's happened on my iPad too.
Okay, yeah, so if it's going like that too, it's the video. Here comes Cell, baby. Dude, Cell was a good villain, bro. Kid Buu! What the fuck?
I was like the human extinction attack.
Holy shit. Oh, dude, I hated Kid Buu. So many episodes for him to fucking die. Here comes Goku. Do that shit, bro. Give him the Kamehameha, bitch. Still more baddies to come for. What the fuck are you doing, Vegeta? Why do you want to fight all of a sudden? You're jealous? Now, what the hell was that? You saw that fucking facial movement, like giggity, giggity. Look at this, bro. Look at this. I gotta come back to this shit, bro. Let's go ahead. Let's do it again, bro. I gotta see this over time. Goku's going like Quagmire over here all of a sudden. Like giggity. Oh my. All right, that was the intro for Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 1. I gotta say, bro, this okay. A lot of people are debating between the one that we're gonna see now and this one because they're trying to compete each other. You can feel that, right? But I gotta say, I gotta give these two a tie. Okay, look. So before we start with this one, you'll understand why when you see this one. But Tenkaichi 1 for me is a 10 out of 10. For real. It showed you what it's there. It shows you what it's gonna do. And it's just Matrix waking up. We're fighting with everybody. Plus that giggity, like that giggity reaction of Goku. You know, like giggity. To Vegeta, it's kind of weird though, but hey, it's there. I'm not the cringy one. It's Goku. Okay, so don't fucking come at me, right? So, you know, I gotta give praise for that shit, bro. That's some state-of-the-art PlayStation 1 animation. Polygon too much into a PlayStation 2. Beautiful. 10 out of 10. I'm completely sold with that one. What about you, man?
I gotta agree with you. It is a straight up one more earlier 10 out of 10s.
Yes. Because again, yeah, it's just it's just beautiful. This is gonna be one of the best on the Dragon Ball Z, ratings on the podcast. But I digress. Nevertheless, we still gotta watch Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 2, Budokai Tenkaichi 2, and I believe this one for me is better. For me, I think the music is better, the animation is better, but with the story of the animation, I know it's not canon, of course, because it's an intro sequence, but the story of the animation on the first one is better than this one, because this is just a showcase. The other one is just fighting everybody with each other. This one is just fighting 3 bad guys and then a lot of, like, other bad guy posting like this, right? So in the end, I get what you're saying, but I like this one more. So let's go ahead. I'm going to shut up now. Let's go ahead and watch Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2 opening for the PlayStation 2 and other consoles, whatever. I'm going to say PlayStation 2 because that's my console. All right. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm not going to say any console anymore. I'm just going to say the intro and that's it. Because I don't know if they came on their consoles. Let's go ahead and watch it in 3, 2, 1. By the way, complete silence. I love this song. I'm just kidding with that.
Dragon Ball Z, Budokai Tenkaichi 2.
Here we go, Goku. Bam! Fwa! Fwa! And then the bad guys. Look at Frieza posing here. It's badass.
And
then he goes, fuck off! Look at that. Listen to the song, bro.
Oh,
God!
there's baby.
There's baby Vegeta. Buddha's about to come. Dude, for real. YouTube, strike me. Strike me for this song, man. Copyright me for this song. I don't care.
Like,
do it, please. Please copyright me from this song. Dude, I am a magician. For real. Here we go, posing. Vegeta's proud of her son. And his son is like, I thought you were serious. And he's like, okay, yeah, we're serious. Baby Vegeta before the transformation. Turtless. I forgot about Turtless. That was the OG Black Goku.
OG Goku Black.
And all the characters. Boom. And more. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, that was the intro for Budokai Tenkaichi 2. And, dude, bro, do we have to say more? Like, for real? I'm gonna give this a straight 10 out of 10, bro. Because why not? Why the fuck not? You cannot judge me here. You cannot say that this is not better. It's one of the best of the best of the best Dragon Ball Z intros. So, what about you, Drift?
I gotta say... Wait, what'd you rate it?
What?
Hey, what did you rate it? You rated like a 10 or?
I rated a 10. You don't have to rate the same one as me. You can rate whatever one. It's fair. It's respectful.
I'm gonna be rating it like an 8 because even though it's not Tenkaichi, like it's not the masterpiece of that intro. Okay, I'm not going. The giggity thing is freaking getting to me now. But yeah, I'm rating it an 8. It's really good. It's not bad.
We're talking about Tenkaichi 2, by the way, just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Keep in mind, I watched that because obviously my brother played a bunch of Dragon Ball Z games, and I didn't own a Dragon Ball Z game until Dragon Ball Infinite World, which I don't think we're gonna be doing because
no, it's only the Budokai's ones. Sadly, because I want to see the Xenoverse one. But yeah.
And yeah, that's about it.
All right. So yeah, I love the movement. I love the song connecting with the video. It's not like a montage only. And the bad guys just posing. Frieza going like this. It's like badass goodness. The song is beautiful, man. The song here, what tops it all off, the best thing in this intro is the fucking song. It's just beautiful. 10 out of 10. I don't need to say less. If you want like if you want to try out one of these games, go for Tenkaichi series. Trust me, you're not gonna be disappointed. Tenkaichi 2 specifically is like 3 is like an expansion, let's call it that way. But like 2, it just brought up the ante from 1 to 2. Insanity, bro, insanity. So without further ado, let's go for the next one. We're gonna talk about. We're not talking about. We're gonna react. We're gonna, next one is gonna be Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 intro. And yeah, I don't know, like, am I missing something? Oh yeah, we did the second one. Sorry, I'm just, sorry, I'm nervous. This one gets me hype. I love Dragon Ball. You can see that. All right, guys, let's go ahead and watch it in 3. You got the video?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, action. The song again. This is saying, hey, it's the first one, it's the last one, but better.
Oh my god.
Janemba! Make him canon! Is he canon?
I don't think so, actually. No, he appeared in one of the movies where he's not canon. He appeared in the movies. Shit. It's always the... Oh, god dang! Damn, Boo!
Boo, you're a goddamn terrorist, bro. Dude, I love Janemba. This is fucking cool. Here we go, Fusion, Gogeta
versus Broly again.
Versus Broly again. That Broly is dope, though. I do like the new one better because the concept is much more better built up. But I don't like the Tarzan feel of it. I don't want this guy who's like a savage because he was straight. I like a much more conscious one. So both are better, but like the new one looks better, but the first one talks better. You know what I'm talking about? Boom! Bam! Budokai Tenkaichi 3 with smokes and everything. All right, let's go ahead and. Guys, that was the last of the ones that we're going to react today of Dragon Ball Z. A good start. Really, really good start. And we only have recorded 38 minutes. That's good. That's amazing. So, in all of that we saw, amazing intros, all of them. Tenkaichi 3, however, for me, the music brought it up a little bit. The action got a little bit more. It was much more happy. But it doesn't top, for me, Budokai Tenkaichi 2, however. So, still... I will give this one a 9.5 out of 10 because of its charm, beauty, and everything presented there. Although this one kind of doesn't focus much on the character showcase. It focuses more on the characters that they're there in the intro to fight. Janemba, Boo, Cell, Freezer, and Broly. Or whatever. The ones that are there, I don't see them. But the typical ones, right? Which is okay. Mm-hmm. No matter. Doesn't matter. But at the same time, you could have done with Cooler. You're going to do like Omega Shenron, some shit like that, like other intros in the past. But still, you just got one idea. All you got to do is hype us up for the game. Because Tenkaichi and Budokais are basically callbacks. Like, every single game is like starting from the beginning and ending at the end of GT. Starting at the beginning, starting at the end of GT. Every single game is basically the same thing. They just do different stuff, but it's the same pace. We're going from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball GT. So there's not really much to it. Just show all the characters and do like a couple of fights there and bam, with a really cool song, and that's it. But for me, the best one I gotta give out of all that we saw today, the best one that I gotta say is gonna be Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. But yeah, 9.5 for Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. What about you, Thrift? What do you give it?
I'm giving Budokai Tenkaichi 3 just a straight up 9 out of 10. Okay. And the reason is because actually legit. I played 3 a lot. I played 3 with my brother a lot more than I played Tenkaichi 2 or even the first game. But yeah, it's actually like it hits the right amount of nostalgia. It's not too much, but it's not too little, and it's like
Exactly.
okay, I
Yeah.
think
It's like
remember like
a little bit of everything. All
mm-hmm.
right. So there's our verdicts for every single one. So what will be the best one for you out of all the Dragon Ball Z ones that we've seen today? What is your number one?
I gotta say the first Takaji game, like
All right, yeah. I mean, understandable. It's a good one, actually. It's a very, very good one. And basically, if you ask the general public, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 1 is going to be number one most of the time, right? So it's understandable. For me, I go for 2, mostly because I started most on 2. Tenkaichi 2 was the one that I grabbed first, and then I played the first one. And going back from upgraded to outdated graphics kind of like threw me off a little bit. So it's kind of my fault there. But hey, can't deny the music in Tenkaichi 2 is precious. My favorite one. I put it like to hear sometimes, you know, just out of curiosity, just out of like personal pleasure. All right,
Lord.
so we're done with the Dragon Ball Z Budokai series. I hope you like that one. We're gonna go now for the I was gonna say Dragon Ball again. What the fuck is wrong with me tonight? We're gonna go for the Burnout series, guys. If you're racing fans, you're in for a treat now because we're gonna react to the Burnout series, guys. Not all of them, maybe all of them. If they're not too many, if they're too many, we can watch a few. The majority of like how many drifts or percents. If there are like a lot of them, the reason I did Tank Budokai is because I wanted to do first the Dragon Balls, all of them. But there's a bunch of games, so I was like, you know what? Let me just focus on the ones that we all talk about, right? The Budokai ones. So in the Burnout, how many are there in Burnout?
In terms of the Burnout series, there are 8 games actually.
Okay, but how many have intros?
That's a good question. Hold on a second. Let me. Like the first game. Intro. Let's see.
All right, so we're gonna do 4 of the Burnout series, the one that God Drifter preferred. The first one that we're gonna watch right now is Burnout 3 Takedown, right? Shout out to Alex Morais for giving us the intro, the video. So yeah, let's go ahead and watch it in 3, 2, 1.
We are the lazy generation, no more standing out in line.
Good start.
So good at
Yeah, I started already.
I'm gonna get copyrighted, but fuck it.
Oh snap! Look out! Oh snap!
Okay, I'll tell it.
Jeez. Oh my god! It's so loud on this game. Yeah, this is dead. I'm sorry.
This guy's dead. More like the dead generation. Shit. No wonder you're lazy. You can drive shit.
Oh my god! That came out of nowhere.
All right, that was beautiful. All right, that was that was a takedown, Burnout 3 takedown, right?
Yeah.
I have seen the Burnout games, and I think are these the ones that actually you are supposed to crash to make some points, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like skates, like falling from the skateboard and breaking bones. Yeah, so I'm gonna get copyrighted. Probably. I don't know if I should mute it or trim it. I don't know, in the recorded version. I think I'm gonna mute it. Maybe if they let me mute that section only, I can. I guess I can do that. But the song was "We Are the Lazy Generation," if I'm not mistaken. That's the name of the song.
Yeah, it's Lazy Generation by the F-Ups, basically.
Yeah, and the funniest part is like they're crashing and shit, and then it says "We Are the Lazy Generation," and I'm like, no shit. Yes, you can't drive for shit. You didn't bother to study how to drive, and now you're crashing everywhere. No, that like all jokes aside, it looks really intriguing because you know we like to see car crashings, right? Plus, the speed in this game is no joke. I've seen videos on YouTube. I see Burnout, and the speed here is no joke at all. It's really fast. It's like it goes almost to the level of Wipeout, from what I've seen, at least on Takedown. And I really wish I could have played this when I was a kid. I didn't knew about it. I think I saw the box, but I didn't got interested in it like at first glance. The song though, I think it didn't fit. No offense to people who like this one. I think that song is much more for a Tony Hawk game or like a skating game. But for a car racing game, I think they would have done like a techno or like a little bit rock and roll or like, you know, like a little bit of a fast pace.
All the Burnout series are known to actually have like a crap ton of rock songs in their playlist.
No, yeah, I'm not saying playlist. I'm saying the intro, like the song didn't fit with the crashing. It's like I was expecting like you know, like normal Need for Speed shit. I mean, of course, they went on a different route. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying that for me and personally, I don't think it fit. But overall, I give this one. It was funny as hell. I give it a 7 out of 10 for me. That was a good one.
I'm going to give this. I'm going to give a 7.5 out of 10. I actually grew up playing this game. It's funny that I ended up playing Burnout 3 when keep in mind this actually happened a long time ago. So I think when I was a kid, my brother has his PS2 still, and he had bought Need for Speed Underground 2, and along with that there was a demo within the game, and it was for Burnout 3, and I was like, oh, what's Burnout 3? Shit. So I ended up playing it, and I heard the intro. I was like, okay, that's cool. All right. And I kid you not, Fall Out Boy starts playing, and I'm like, oh, this is like before like Dance, like
before Dance Fallout, the emo Fall Out Boys.
Yeah.
Dead on Arrival. Man, I miss those days. I mean, they're still good. I like Immortals from Big Hero 6, but I don't know, like they got into the pop. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame them. You know, that's where the money's at nowadays. Ow, 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 ow. I hit my knee on the desk. Ow. But yeah, like I remember. Man, like Burnout is a known game. I've seen people talk about this one, and it's in the archives of remembrance. You know, there's games that people forgot about, and this one is totally not the one. But yeah, so 7.5 and a 7 for me. All right, let's go ahead and watch Burnout Revenge intro. This came out after 3?
This came out. Yeah, this came out after 3.
All right, let's go. In 3, 2, 1.
Tune to Crash FM. Welcome back to the world of Burnout. This time, everyone's out for revenge. It's taken event organizers over a year to find the ultimate locations to fight and crash. Competitors will be charging hard through those newly scouted routes. You're gonna have to stay sharp, because this time they feature alternates, shortcuts, and big air opportunities. We'll be going coast to coast in North America, heading east from Angel Valley.
Jesus Christ.
Then
like crashing is a thing? We come out here and crash the cars. Because that's our job.
And we get paid for it.
And industrial landscapes of Motor City.
Dude, this is rocking. You know the roller coaster from Universal?
Freeway at Sunshine Keys.
This is it. Like this is the vibe that I'm getting at. Like the CGI with the.
It's a revenge world tour, remember? So we get to rip it up right through the heart of Europe.
Oh shit! We're going to the old
Dangerous
world.
Curves of White Mountain.
Like, shut up, America! Europe's here to crash the day.
Streets of Eternal City.
All right. But you see, this is one of the coolest things about Burnout. The speed, the wipeout feel.
Oh, we're going to Japan.
Right side of the road.
We're going to Japan. Fuck everything else.
The wrong side
Arigato, bitch.
Through the neon-filled nighttime Eastern Bay, then tear through the urban hills of the awesome Central Route. Without a doubt, abilities will be pushed to the max on the Revenge
Oh, you messed up my car!
I'll pay millions for that.
First time in Burnout competition, same way traffic is there to be nailed. We call it
that was the fun part about that game.
It's not
like,
just the rules
before
and events. All the rides are
checking
different
traffic,
too.
you have to like be careful of what vehicle you hit. but this game just made hitting traffic a lot more
Burnout
fun than
circuit.
it's supposed to be.
Local town will
It's like,
mix it up
first
with
time
the
going to
hottest
Comic-Con,
burners from
nothing
last
can
year.
ruin this
Check
day.
out the
Whoa!
happening GP action, where the very best of the hometown racers duke it out.
Oh,
with
dude, nice
out of
vehicles.
state.
I gotta say, this has a lot of raw thrills
Brand new to the
into it,
racing
you
action
know?
this year is the destructive crash breaker.
Like, it reminds me a lot of, like, the
If
Fast
you
and
get
Furious
taken out,
games from the arcade.
Detonate your vehicle.
Oh,
for
and the funny thing
explosive
is,
revenge.
these cars are fictional. These are
Yeah,
not real cars.
I know, yeah. It's noticeable. You know that.
For this year is the new
That's
Olympic
what I
one.
like, fiction, bro. Just fuck it, you know?
Don't get caught in last place when the timer gets to 0.
Oh, dude, I love that. I love those types of sprint races, like Maximum Tune.
Road Rage,
Oh,
the
I
crowd
love Maximum
favorite,
Tune.
is back and even better than before. We'll be pitting competitors up against rage rivals with some surprises thrown in for good measure. You better be prepared.
Oh, shit.
One-of-a-kind, custom-designed crash courses for the ultimate in
Is this
destruction.
the intro?
Yeah, this game show. Oh my god.
It looks more like a showcase for E3 or some shit.
Win these new events.
Out of nowhere, he just explodes. It's like, here,
Master
hey,
the
mom.
launch controls, conquer the wind, and power up your crash breakers.
Hey guys, I'm home for dinner.
If you're lucky, you'll take down the bonus target car in a devastation.
Here we go again. Boom! No crashing, no running whatsoever. Just standing there. Oh, I can explain.
Competition on the world circuit is a thrash through the traffic-filled streets.
It's like-
Check the traffic.
Like, no,
Get your
turn, that's like
revenge on
that guy.
rush hour.
Oh, I gotta go.
I am the god of Olympus.
Enough time. Time to drive.
All right, that was
Crash
Burnout.
FM.
All right, I really do love this intro because it's like much more of an E3 showcase than an intro at all. All right, so that was the intro for Burnout. By the way, shout outs to Playsco for some of the intros that we've seen here. I just want to, I don't want to get you mad. We're using one of your players because we see the icon here. Trying to give you a shout out. Thank you for putting the videos out there, man. Without you guys, we won't have a quick back to memory lane, you know. So yeah, although I don't felt like it was an intro, I did enjoy watching what it was featuring, you know, because I get it. You want to show what the game has in store for you before you start playing. But it felt more like a tutorial opening before you start playing the campaign or some shit, right? And it felt more like a showcase for an E3. And then you hear the claps and the guys on stage, you know, and then the date when it's going to come out, right? It doesn't feel like an intro. It feels much more like a trailer. So for that, I got to drop a few points. However, it is not bad. I will go for a 7.
I gotta go for an 8 because, dear lord.
I understand
It's
that.
like-
Yeah.
It's like they walk to a meeting and then they see this chick with a full-on racing helmet that is like battered to bits and a
Yeah.
jacket covered in grease. Like this is the new Burnout
This is the
Generation.
best. Like, no, like for real, no, it's a good one. It's just for me, I gotta give it a drop downs, man. Like, it's not because the length at all. No, it's not that. It's just that it's not a
more of a
an
showcase.
intro. It's more of a showcase, exactly. So, you know, it kind of defeats the whole purpose here. But in all fairness, like 7 out of 10 is awesome. It's good, you know. But yeah, if I played it, maybe I will have given it an 8 or 8.5. But for me, I will give it 7. All right, so next video we're going to watch, by the way, shout outs to Playscope for this video. Burnout Dominator. Let's get to it in 3, 2, 1. Perfect. This is what I'm talking about. They learned their lesson. Although this kind of looks like Twisted Metal, but it's fine. Oh, they got formulas in this bitch?
They've been having fun. I think since the 3rd game, if I remember correctly.
All right, bet.
Oh dang!
You're going too fast! All right, guys, that was the intro for Burnout Dominator, and I gotta say, it's short, a little bit Twisted Metal-y vibe, but it is an opening nonetheless.
God.
And it was just a lot of shit. You're going too fast. Boom. All right. Okay, my mistake. I didn't mean short the last time, but it's fine. It's a short.
Actually, hold on a second. Actually, before we continue, let's switch it up to a remastered trailer instead of the Paradise Remastered revealed trailer, and see that just to because I already know because there's like
you can tell by the imagery, yeah. So before we get to this one, I just want to say that I will give this one a 6.5. You did show me enough. It's good, but what the hell? Like, what is? You know what? I'll give it a 7. I'll allow it. I mean, it doesn't have like less is more. I get it, but like, what the hell? Like, it was cool. It was funny. It was awesome. I loved the cars exploding and shit. I think this one showed a little bit much more of metal into the game, right? Rather than the other ones, which was much more on crash cars. Even though there's still crash cars in here, of course, I bet the car crashing. Oh, goddamn. I gotta
give it a
crashing. But for me, I'll give it a 7.
I know some people gonna be out for me, but I gotta give it a 4. Like, I kid you not, it's it's short, but
I'll drop it down to 6 then. I'll drop it down to 6 because I was afraid. I'm sorry. I'm not being honest with my ratings, but I'll give it a 6 because I did enjoy the colors, the metal, the vibe, and everything. But I agree with you what you're saying.
It was too much. Like,
too much for like short sections. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, they're like trying to like cram everything that was in the game, like not content wise, but basically they try to cram the absolute mess out of the game, and they turn it to an intro, and then it's like, okay, let's have edgier music and like have the camera shake a bunch, and it was like, oh my goodness, that's gonna give players a headache. Not gonna lie.
But hey, you know. At the end of the day, I did like the colors of it, but I do agree with you. So yeah, but it goes to 6 for me. I drop it down to a 6 because again, it's just I don't know. You try to put too much for what it was. I think if you have made it like a minute long, and then added a little bit of everything, I think you would have done it. You know, learn from Dragon Ball, learn from other games. Need for Speed does that too. Short intros with a lot of content, but not too short to a point where it looks like it's rushed. You know, so. Completely agree. All right, so your 4.5, you said?
Burnout Paradise Remastered revealed trailer by game trailers.
No, I'm talking about like the rating. The rating. You said 4, right?
Oh, yeah, 4.
Okay, and 4 and 6. All right. So yeah, this is a Burnout Paradise intro. Again, look, full disclosure here. I think we're confusing the videos because we saw the Burnout Revenge. And I think that was the intro, right? But like for the game, but there's some games. Yeah, there's some games that have openings, and there's some games that have intros. Now, when I say intros, I mean openings. Like before you press start, there's a cutscene, right? So this one we're gonna make an exception though, because it's the last one of the Burnout before we get to the next game. So it's gonna be another showcase if I'm not mistaken, right? But it says intro here. Still, it's 3 minutes long, so I bet it's gonna be like Burnout Revenge. Anyways, for the last one, let it be the grand finale. Let's go ahead and watch this beauty. Burnout Paradise. Let's go in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Paradise City, the home of Burnout.
Thank you.
From the winding trails of White Mountain to the grid network of downtown Paradise.
I'm a downtown guy, even though I hate the traffic.
Has miles of open road. Explore everything at your leisure.
Oh, expressway, definitely, man. For racing,
this is
definitely.
Unlike any driving experience you've ever had. Every road in Paradise City is a challenge. We record your fastest time.
This is actually this is like the only time where Burnout actually gone free roam.
Pull up at the traffic light,
okay.
Spin your wheel.
For the entirety of the game.
Every intersection.
All right, so this is the first open world.
Yeah, it's not just the first. This is the only open world.
Okay.
One for each point of the compass.
Burnout game, because
that's weird.
The city is the country club.
Well, maybe because they thought like this is not Burnout, right? So.
The Waterfront Plaza.
That's why they came back to other ones.
In the southeast, it's the Wildcats baseball.
But the funny is, they remastered it, and dear Lord, holy crap! I didn't realize how freaking like big it has this has gotten.
Southwest of the city.
Like
The
my
wind farm in the
goodness.
West Hills, and in the Northwest Mountains, it's the observatory.
Oh wow.
As a newcomer to the
Damn.
city, you've been granted a learner's permit.
Oh dang!
Winning events earns you a mark on your
This is
license.
over. Has
When you
been
win
like
enough,
beating the heck
upgrade
up. Like
your
yeah,
license, get
wait.
your new car. The world is full of surprises. We'll keep you updated.
But I like it
as we
because,
drive.
you know,
What
it gives you
happens
that
next is
freedom of
completely
going wherever you
up
want,
to
whenever
you.
you want, you know. Okay. Wait, oh, that's not the intro? Is it done?
No,
Oh,
there's
because
still more.
it's showing
This
the...
is Crash FM, and I'm
Yeah, but it's
DJ
showing like
Atomica,
the
fresh from
tutorial.
Radio Big to be your guide to the streets
Mhm.
of Paradise City.
Do you want to
First
keep
thing
that
you
or...
need is a picture for your learner's permit.
Let's actually, you know what?
This will
Instead
have
of
to
the
do for
intro,
now.
let's do the
If you had a USB camera
the
connected,
remastered
we could have
reveal
used
trailer,
something
which
more
is
personal.
you gonna laugh your butt
Yeah,
off
all
about.
right. So
this.
let's do a bonus check here. Let's go with Burnout Paradise Remaster Reveal.
Yeah,
Burnout
it's by,
Paradise Remastered Reveal.
it's by game trailer.
All right, game trailer. Oh wait, no, this is actually 6 years ago. Oh damn. EA, I got a PlayStation reveal trailer for the PlayStation game trailers. Okay, yeah, I saw it here. Burnout Remastered Reveal trailer. Okay, let's go ahead. All right, let's go ahead and watch the remastered reveal trailer for this game on PS4. That's kind of cool, you know. I never see this before. Never saw this before.
Oh, you already pressed it? Or
Oh, sorry. Yeah, my bad. Sorry. Let's go again. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, dude, Paradise City. I'm gonna get fucking copyrighted, bro. But I get it. It's Paradise City, so you gotta play Paradise City. Yeah, this is my third rock and roll song that I heard in my life. Guns N' Roses. Yeah, Guns N' Roses was my first rock band. If it wasn't for Guns N' Roses, I would not have listened to Slaughter to Prevail and all this fucking Dying Fetus, man.
God.
Motorcycles? For real? Hover fucking cars? Dude, I gotta buy this game, and we have to play it.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay. Alright, so...
Yeah, it's chaotic as heck.
Bro, okay, hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Hover cars?
Yeah, there are some cars that are based off
What?
the movies.
What?
Yeah.
Awesome. Dude, motorcycles?
Mm-hmm.
This game has motorcycles?
Yep, I think the motorcycle DLC came around in like I think it was like the first deal. Well, let me check DLCs because I am honestly
Bro,
like it's been a while.
It doesn't matter. This is a 10 out of 10 for me. This is a 10 out of 10 by far. I love this intro. I love the song. I love the area. I love the cars. The fucking hover cars, like bikes, fucking like the demolition derby cars, off-road cars. We got like sports cars, like fucking cop sports cars. Beautiful, man, beautiful. This actually is my favorite one out of all the Burnout that I've seen. I will give this one a 10 out of 10. I don't know about you, but I gotta give it a 10 out of 10. For me, this is amazing. This is just insane. Burnout Paradise for me, I think, could have been the game that would have caught my attention if I've seen it if I was a kid. I didn't know about it. I knew about it when I grew up, but or maybe I saw the box, but I was like, meh. But if I saw the gameplay, I'll be like, oh, dude, I want to play this shit. All right.
All right, so this one is this is okay. That's their the bikes were added in the Force intro for the in the Force update as a DLC to say the least. But it's for the Ultimate Box Edition, which
I'm sold.
Not bad actually.
I'm fucking sold, bro. All right, so that was Burnout, the ones that we selected, that you selected to see. I gotta say, man, thank you for that. I am amazed about this one. I kind of I did enjoy the intros, the reveal, the showcase. out of all of them, I gotta say that Paradise City was the one that actually got my attention for real. And then second place, I will give it to Takedown, because Takedown I think was the one that I seen the most like around. You know, never played it, but seen it. You know, in my own eyes before. So, and of course, you gotta love the speed of Burnout. It's just Wipeout, but instead of hover wheels, hover cars, it's just cars, street racing mixed with Wipeout. That's Burnout. You know, so amazing. What do you give this one?
That is an easy 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. There we go. No set. You know, it's just how it is, you know. So that was the Burnout series. Let's go through the next game. All right, so we've done Dragon Ball Z tonight with the Kai series. We've done Burnout. Let's go to one of my favorite franchise of today. You're seeing the guitar. The only game that you can think of guitar, the first one that comes to mind, Guitar Hero, guys. The Guitar Hero franchise. I still have the boxes right there. I still sometimes put on my PlayStation 3, grab my Warriors of Rock guitar, and just play the hell out of it. My strum bar is fucked up. I need to get a new guitar controller. They're not cheap, I'll tell you that. So, yeah, Guitar Hero started off from a Japanese game. Harmonix came with the idea. And then eventually they did the first one and the second one, and then rocked the 80s. And then the Activision gave it to Neversoft. They didn't like the way they were going for it, so Harmonix just left and made Rock Band, which is basically the rival competition of Guitar Hero. Both games are good, but I prefer Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero is much more metal. Rock Band focused a lot on band team-made proportions, like drum sets, bass, boys, which is cool. It's awesome. Then Guitar Hero implemented that idea to Guitar Hero World Tour, but Guitar Hero was more metal, you know, much more skeletons, fire, like dudes with like metal heads, goth chicks, and like Devil, God of Rock, Grim Reaper. I kind of like more those stuff, and the overlay of the buttons, like the color buttons, I prefer more the Guitar Hero ones. I think they're much more easier for you to catch rather than the Rock Band. When I do a solo on Rock Band, I fail a lot of hammer-ons. In Guitar Hero, I get them all. You know what I'm talking about? For me, it's easy in Guitar Hero. But yeah, we're going to see most of the Guitar Hero's intros. I think 90% of them, all of them have intros, except the Rock the 80s and Van Halen. Rock the 80s has an intro, but it's basically Guitar Hero 2, just with different colors. So I think we can skip that one. But anyways, let's start off with the first of the first, Guitar Hero 1. You got the video ready?
Hold on. I literally just restarted my iPad because it's not charging for some reason.
Okay. Let me just pause it here. Alright, sorry about that technical difficulties, guys. Let's go back. So we're gonna start with Guitar Hero 1. Let's get it. Let's give it a go. In 3, 2, 1. I don't remember this one actually. Because I don't think I've seen it before. Oh dude, double neck SG. Beautiful. Is that Firebird, if I'm not mistaken? Alright. Short. Okay.
That one's extremely short.
Okay. I tell you, man, like, it gets longer, believe me. Alright. I never seen the intro, so I cannot say it beforehand, like it was going to be short or not. Let's go ahead. Alright, so that was Guitar Hero 1 intro. I mean, it's short, but hey, it shows you what this is all about. Rock and roll, okay? The first time I see this, actually, I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 10. I think they should have done a little bit more. What about you?
That messes up too.
As a musician, yeah, as a musician, it's short, but the instruments and the whole thing connecting to the amp and shit, kind of dig it. But hey, it was their beginning idea, and hey, it worked. You know, it lasted a long time. I hope they come back with this, man. I miss Guitar Hero. Anyways, without further ado, let's go to the next one, Guitar Hero 2. Now this one's gonna be better. Let's give it a play in 3, 2.
My iPad's designed.
Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, yeah, let's pause. All right, so let's go ahead and watch the Guitar Hero 2 trailer. I'm gonna give it a go in 3, 2, 1. That face, dude.
Oh God!
Boom, Guitar Hero 2.
Guitar Hero 2.
All right, guys. So that that was Guitar Hero 2 intro. Yes, short, unfortunately, but better than the first one. It's kind of funny, you know. For some reason, it's like she blocks the hit, and it hits the helicopter, and then it shows up Axel. That's his name, right? Axel or Alex? I don't know. Like yeah, fire! My guitar's on fire. Like for random reason. Like okay, we're just gonna ignore the fact that there's no sequence between the helicopter exploding and then him going like, yeah. You blocked you blocked the shot and now it hits the helicopter, but my guitar is on fire. Well, yeah, I like for last, I'll give this a 7 out of 10. I really did enjoy it. Short but sweet. You know, it doesn't have to be that long, right? What about you?
It's a chaotic 5. God dang.
Hey, 5 is good. 5 is good. Below average, but awesome nonetheless, right? Yeah, Guitar Hero for me. Like Guitar Hero 2, actually, I bought it after Guitar Hero 3. Guitar Hero 3 was my first one, and I gotta say, dude, I had a lot of fun with Guitar Hero games. Like, the more they came in, the better for me, of course. Now, it kind of got down low with Band Hero and DJ Hero, but I mean, come on, can you blame
Hey,
them for trying
DJ Hero's a
something different?
classic. What do you mean?
Exactly, like, but again, like, I think the reason they for me they fail is because they tend to focus to a much more wider audience and accidentally forgot about the metalheads. We don't care about DJ Hero or Band Hero, you know what I'm saying? So that like drop it down, and then we try to get it back with 5, and Van Halen was okay. And then Warriors of Rock came in, which for me is the best Guitar Hero when it comes to like quality and content. Especially the DLC store, which of course is closed. The only thing you get is the DLC you bought. You cannot buy anymore. But other than that, like story wise, I think this one is better. The story was a little bit weak, but the gameplay was awesome, like way too awesome. Anyways, enough about Guitar Hero. Warriors of Rock, we'll get to that later. Now we're gonna see a bigger change. This right here is Guitar Hero 3. This is where Guitar Hero like got popular. Like everybody knew about this. I remember going to Hot Topic and seeing the Devil and the God of Rock like in the, like a sticker in the windshield, like in the wall, the crystal wall, whatever you want to call it. And when you get inside, there was gondolas of like fucking like shelves of fucking Guitar Hero 3 just to get it and grab it and go. First time I see Hot Topic selling a video game, in my opinion. First time for me.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, like Hot Topic was selling the game. Like I don't know if the guitar pack, but at least the game, like the CD game, they were selling it there. I think they probably got to sell it because again, like Guitar Hero was like it's costly game because it's an extra distribution process that you got to go for because you got to make the guitars, right? So it's much more costly. But I don't know if they got a box and say, hey, let's just sell the game, or I don't know if they had the guitars in the back. Maybe I didn't bought it there. I just saw it there, and I think I bought it on GameStop. My dad got it for me for Christmas, I think. Anyways, enough said. Let's watch the intro of Guitar Hero 3 in 3, 2, 1. Keep in mind, these intros are shorts. Like, very, very short. He's trying to get to the top. This doesn't have to do anything with the story, by the way. It's a guitar dueling.
The heck is happening? Is that freaking Zeus?
That's the God of Rock. Beautiful, beautiful. Childhood comes back to life, man. It's become, you know, memories of my I got a story for this one, short one. I started off playing, and I'm an expert on Guitar Hero. You've seen my gameplays on TikTok. But I didn't start off, of course, like that. I started off in easy mode, only 3 buttons. So for me, it was so hard. But I got it, right? And then, like, Slayer came in, right? For the... Slayer came in for the... For the songs, right? And then we started playing the songs. And when Raining Blood comes in from Slayer, I was like, shit, this is the hardest song ever. We spent... My cousin and I stayed home. One of my cousins and I stayed home that night. I think my mom and dad were like in a beside the other house, or like hanging out. And my sister was taking care of us, and we used to do separate slumber parties because my cousin lives beside the house. We live beside each other. So he would come up to me, we stay the night, and then my sister would go to my cousin, my other 2 cousins, the sisters of my cousin, and there were girls, boys, boys and girls, you know what I mean? So we used to stay here and play video games all night. And then since we got hooked with Guitar Hero, like insane, like for real. Like I think it was in the 7th grade when I got it, or 8th grade. And we started playing the game like hammered on, like trying to beat Raining Blood by Slayer. And that's a good song, by the way. So and then we never could because it was hard. Like the last part, Raining Blood. We couldn't keep up with the buttons. All of a sudden, I did it on 2 a.m. in the morning. And my cousin was like on the bed, like all sleeping and shit. And I was like, dude, wake up! I beat it! I beat the song, look! And it says like, congratulations, whatever, you beat the song. And he said, what? Let me at it! Move! I want to do it too! Because if I did it, he had to do it, you know what I mean? Like, and he stayed all night too, trying to beat it, and then he managed to beat it too. And we're like, yeah! We finally beat Slayer on easy mode, bro. On easy mode. Like, we didn't know what we were running up against, like, for real. But yeah, that was Guitar Hero 3. I'll give it this. I give this one a 7. Actually, no, I'll give it an 8 for nostalgic reasons, because of that story and the whole game. I still play it to this day if I want to. It's right there on PlayStation 3. Of course, I got it on PlayStation 2. Fun fact: Red Octane worked with the PS2 versions, not the PlayStation 3 versions and the Xbox 360 versions. So only Wii and PlayStation 2. That's the one that got Red Octane. Red Octane is just like a brand for some reason. And it sucked because we didn't have PlayStation 2 and we didn't have the God of Rock and the Grim Reaper. And my friends were talking about, dude, like it's easy to unlock. Just beat the game and you get and you can buy him in the store. And I'm like, I don't see him in the store. And it was because the PlayStation 2 and the Wii, we didn't get the God of Rock and the Grim Reaper. My friend had the Xbox 360 version. So what happened is that the old consoles, Red Octane helped to like maybe port it out or some shit, and we got 2 characters that are not on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. We got like a fat Elvis, I forgot his name, and then we got a robot called Rokubot. I liked the robot, I hated the Elvis, and I hated the fact that I couldn't get the Grim Reaper or the God of Rock, which kind of sucked. But it was fun, but they shouldn't have done that. They should have just put like all characters in in both games, but it's fine. We had good guest characters: Slash from Guns N' Roses, Tom Morello, beautiful. Yeah, and a lot of cool DLCs too. So yeah, I will give this one an 8. What about you, Drift? You there? No. All right. Guess we. Okay. By the way, it was not Red Octane. My bad. Not Red Octane. Botcat. Botcat is that one that worked on the PlayStation 2 and Wii version. You all right? All right, guys. Sorry about that. We're back. So we've seen the 1, 2, and 3, and now we're gonna go for the World Tour. This is where they switch it up. Again, I wanted to mention it was not Red Octane. I meant Botcat. It was like another brand that worked on the old like Guitar Hero console versions, like PlayStation 2 and Wii, and then Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. We got we didn't get Botcat on it. So yeah, just letting you know. Anyways, but yeah, this one is Guitar Hero World Tour. Now spoiler alert if you haven't seen the ending or the story of Guitar Hero 3, so I'll give you a short explanation. On Guitar Hero 3, we technically start off as a guy looking for a band, and then we find the band that usually you see on the stage, right, looking for a guitarist wanted, right? So we get the guitar wanted. There's 2 stories, by the way, but I'm going to tell not the co-op version, I'm going to tell the original. So we finally do a good show, and then there's this guy, you know, like big belly, like sunglasses and shit. He looks like a manager. He's like, hey, I want to promote you guys. You can play here next, right? So he gets us booked. We get famous instead, but at the end of the day, you start seeing that he's trying to do shit that they don't like. So they fired him, but then they signed a contract of their souls. It turns out the manager was the devil himself, Lou, which technically reference to Lucifer, right? But in the game, his name is Lou. So we gotta go to hell to defeat the devil in a rock battle, which we do. And by the way, the song is "The Devil Went Down to Georgia" metal version, which is kind of cool. So after that, we beat the devil. We get out of there with flying motorcycle. The game ends, right? So World Tour is a sequel to the 3rd one. The problem is that the characters are just, you know, they're legends, but that's just it. They're just watching it. You will see them on stage. The guys are the guy that like the you will see them. I will tell you which one it is. And this is just like another side story only on the World Tour section. I think there's cutscenes for every single one of the characters here. But yeah, you're in for a treat. So you can see the video, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, so you will see in a minute, like what I'm talking about. So yeah, I just wanted to explain to you the Guitar Hero 3 story so you would not be confused of what's going on in this intro. All right, so here we go in 3, 2, 1. We're showing the Activision logo, of course. Red Octane. I love this intro. I mean, this logo. Red Octane. Awesome. These guys are responsible. And like the harmonics, which is like, I don't know. Yeah, this is when they give the stuff to Neversoft. I like Neversoft company.
Wait, ain't Neversoft on the... wait, no, I'm thinking software. I thought, I was like, wait, aren't they the guys that made the cartoon games? And I was like, that's PhoneSoft. That's not Neversoft.
So yeah, like the devil is like doing stuff to like hypnotize. And the first guys that you saw, like what? Like those are the guys from Guitar Hero 3, by the way. And these are the new guys for the story. They're like the guardians of rock or whatever. Guitar Hero is calling you. That's the drummer. That's the bass player, of course. And this is the guitar player. They gotta go on a world tour to save Rock from the devil again. I think. I don't remember much of this story, but yeah. They push him down, and then Rock saves him. It's like, oh, curse you! Bam. Yeah!
Now he will world tour.
Yeah! So these guys, as you can see here, I'm just gonna show you right here. So these guys right here, the one with the beard, the one with the hair, and the drummer, these are the 3 characters that are looking for the guitar player, which is you in Guitar Hero 3, right? So yeah, these from the previous game, and now it's time for them to shield, but sadly the devil comes back again. They saved them. So yeah, let me just... Alright, so that was the intro for Guitar Hero World Tour. I enjoyed it, for me, because, you know, again, like, it's longer, better, and this time it's making sense of the previous story. I think the story concept started off on 3 and onward, because back then we technically didn't have a story. It's just playing till the end, or at least it's not well explained, right? As far as I can remember. But after 3 and onward, that's where we got our story developed with the devil and trying to like get rid of him. The story continues here though, but before I go to that, I just want to say, for me, I can give this one an 8 out of 10. I like it because, you know, it's showing off the new characters, the way they come from to unite again to save the world from the devil. That's kind of cool, you know, mixing up like fighting the bad guy with the power of rock. You know, as a metalhead, it's fun to see these things because, you know, it's like it's fun, you know, it's cool. It's just like that last part when they they all strum at the same time, and the crew is like the crowd is like losing the hypnotism, and then down, like that's like badass, right? So for me, it's an 8 out of 10. What about you, Drift?
I gotta give a honest 7 because, like, the only time I played a Guitar Hero game was, I kid you not, it was Guitar Hero on the Nintendo DS.
Okay, on tour, yeah. That was a good. Wait, on tour or on tour decades? Decades
don't know, to be completely honest.
But yeah, like for real, like nobody can disrespect that one. That's actually a cool concept. Yes, if you guys don't know, there actually was a Guitar Hero for the DS, and they hooked on a button concept toy into the Game Boy Advance, and then you just strum with the touchpad, and then the screen you can see the guitars that you're using, whether you're failing the heads-up display, you know. But yeah, no, we totally get it. I mean, Drifter doesn't come from a Guitar Hero, you know, fandom. You know, but again, you were familiar that this game existed. You just never got into it. So it's hard for you to get a higher rating.
Oh my god! I think the only thing that got to like an actual rock-esque type of thing was Fictively and literally Lego Rock Band. I kid you not. That was like the closest thing. Yeah, Lego Rock.
Too. Yeah, but I mean, again, I understand completely for giving it a 7 out of 10, not coming from Guitar Hero, you know, or like you're not a rhythm gamer per se, right? So it's understandable, but still, coming a 7 out of 10 coming from you, that says a lot about this intro. I wish this game come back, man. It's a beautiful game. I still play it once in a while. I hooked up my PlayStation 3 and just hammer on and do the shit. Although now it's kind of hard because like HDMI makes the game hard to calibrate. So it's not 100% perfect like SD. So if you see me playing on a non-HD television, I'm a pro. But if you see me playing on an HD television, I suck. I mean, I still got the moves, but you know, you're gonna see some part. It's impossible for me to get at 100% on a full combo song. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, all right. So next up that we're gonna do is Guitar Hero Metallica. This one is also a sequel from World Tour, even though it's a copy paste game, because this is like a I call it a filler, but not. It's like not really. It goes after because the devil is still there in the cutscene, right? The intro and the end. But yeah, this is the intro for Guitar Hero Metallica. Let's give it a go in 3, 2, 1. One of my favorite Guitar Hero, by the way. Just showing you all the albums. Awesome. Guitar Hero Metallica. By the way, the whole thing with the devil and stuff is the intro of, like, it's the opening of the campaign. When you start a campaign, you'll see the story goes after Guitar Hero World Tour. Is the devil again trying to get another band famous? But then there's there's like tribute band versus tribute band. Who gets to be signing off with Metallica? Metallica's looking for a tribute band to help them play around the world with not just them. And then the good guys are like super badass, and then the bad guys are trying to sabotage the good guys so that the bad guys band can get the fame instead of the other ones. But every time they're trying to audition, the Metallica tribute, the good ones, comes in and just do better, and he's like, and the Metallica guys are like, yeah, I like you better, and the devil is like, oh shit, you know. It's funny, it's cool. Here the story doesn't really matter. What matter is we need Metallica on the game. It was amazing. They did the whole mocap suit shit thing with the crew and everything. It's just beautiful. For me, it's a short, sweet, badass because of course it's Metallica. Who doesn't love Metallica? At the end of the day, though, I gotta give it a 6. In my opinion, like it's above average. Like they should have done a little bit much more like the world tour for me because I like having this opening of why are we gonna play Guitar Hero, not just this little tiny thing, which is okay by me. But at the same time, like I'm a little bit picky. I like a full intro, like a minute long at least, like the Dragon Ball Z ones. So what about you?
I am going to enter Sandman and going to end up going with a full-on 8.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I actually I do listen to Metallica, but I was
You love
like,
Metallica.
yeah.
Dude, if you've seen this game, you probably...
That's actually, now I thought about it.
Huh?
I listen to a crap ton of bands, like literally a lot of bands for the past many years ever since I was a teenager. I was like, oh, okay, it's going like going on with my tastes, and it's like, oh, okay, so it's like this, and then there's that, there's a bunch of those.
Dude,
I was like, oh, look, that's pretty cool, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, this is you back, dude, like.
Dude, like when I got into metal, I actually was before I was a reggaeton fan. I love reggaeton back then. And then my cousin actually, we started seeing like Guns N' Roses. No, not Guns N' Roses. We started seeing. We started playing GTA San Andreas, right? And there used to be this station called Radio X, and they played on that station "Welcome to the Jungle" by Guns N' Roses. So I asked him, "Hey, have you?"
X was the rock.
The rock station, yeah, the rock radio station, Radio X, yeah. And then I asked my cousin, "Hey, have you listened to the new Daddy Yankee album?" And he's like, "Dude,
I got so."
I told him like, yeah, that one actually, that the gasoline.
Wait, Gasolina? Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the one, the gasoline one. Back then when it came out, right? And then I asked my cousin, "Hey, have you heard it?" And he's like, "Dude, fuck that. Listen to this shit, bro." And it's like, dude, there's this song, really fucking cool song. It's called "Welcome to the Jungle" and stuff like that. He starts like talking about the jungle and shit, and it's on the like rock station or the radio station. I seen rock, but I never realized that it's rock. You know, it was just a guy playing a guitar. That's just it, right? So then I started playing GTA and then put it on the station and waiting for the song to come up. And he's like, here's the song. And we're just like hammer on, and I'm just going to copy him because I don't know anything about this shit. So months later, right, we look at the fucking butterfly effect. Look at the coincidences. Check this out. So Welcome to the Jungle in San Andreas, right? So my grandma was my grandma owned her house, but she moved in with her mom, and then when she passed away, she couldn't afford both, so she sold her mom's house, and then she went back to her original house, right? So, but it's been there for quite a while, right? So we started off like cleaning it, cutting the patio, making it brand new again, refurbish it, and we started taking stuff out of the table. My uncle, which thanks to him, basically it's all started this shit, right? There was a drawer, like a cabinet with a bunch of like tech stuff, because my uncle used to teach like back then in computers and stuff. Yeah, math. He's a math wizard, by the way. He loves math. Like I don't know how, I don't know why, but it's just there. So I was looking through the cabinets, just looking at like if he had knickknacks that he's not using. Well, I found one time an Atari controller. I was like, that's kind of cool. I didn't take it because I don't have an Atari, but it was kind of cool seeing that. And then I saw this disc of Guns N' Roses. Now it was the Welcome to the Jungle album, the platinum with the 2 guns on it, and at the back I see this guy's like this with the bandanas and shit, and I'm like, all right, what is this shit? This is okay. And then I open it, and if you've seen this album, when you open it and you see the disc, the CD has some scratch marks on it, but that's just on purpose. It's just part of the cover, because it's to make it look like it's scratched, but it's not really scratched. So I'm like, oh shit, but this is turned up. Like, what happened here? Because in my head, I'm like, it was on top of a lot of shit, so it might got squished and broken, right? No, that's just it. It's just part of it. That's the cover of the disc. So I say, hey, Mom, I found this album I want to hear it because I don't know what it is. And then my mom like, but it's broken. It's like, let's just put it in the CD player and find out. Dude, first song that plays. I go, that's the song from GTA San Andreas. That's the Welcome to the Jungle song. And I just, Mom, turn it up. And I just started listening, and I'm like, man, this beauty. You know where you are? You're in the jungle, baby. It's gotta get. I just went wild. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I had a stereo. At my living room, right? At my mom's living room, my mom and dad's house, right? They had a stereo, so I put the CD there with my cousin, because I told you, dude, remember the song from GTA San Andreas? It's in this disc. I found it. So we started playing it, and we started jumping off the couches, and I'm like, check this move out. I saw this in a concert once. Like, bro, fucking... yeah, like, and we started air guitar, jumping out, and listening to the songs one by one. And then we go Sweet Shallow Mind, Paradise City, and on and on and on, right? So we stop, right? Days go by, we get Guitar Hero. Bro, Welcome to the Jungle is in Guitar Hero 3. How fucking cool is that? So this song had followed me all the way from the starter pack. And then afterwards, I fell in love with this. I'm like, I like rock. I really do like metal. I like the distortion of the guitar. I didn't know what metal was, though. I started listening to Slayer, Metallica, which is kind of like a thrash metal. I'm not a fan of it. I do like it, but it's not my favorite one. My favorite is like, if you want to look one day, Slaughter to Prevail is a great example of what I want when it comes to the quality in metal, right? I like that type of metal. The jumping, the mosh pit, the dun 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 gang gang. I like that. Drop A, drop D, drop C. I love that. So I get to the middle school, and that's where I started out wanting to know more about these songs. So Tenacious D, Bullet for My Valentine, Marilyn Manson. Kids in school started telling me, listen to this, listen to this, listen to that. And little by little, I went on from rock to heavy metal to metal, to death metal, deathcore, all that stuff, black metal and shit. And Guitar Hero was actually it was a part of me that helped me get educated about bands. Like, I didn't know what Tenacious D was. I didn't know what White Zombie was, which is Rob Zombie's previous band. I didn't know who Rob Zombie was. I didn't know who, like, Rolling Stones were. Guns N' Roses, kind of, yeah, because of this. Yeah, like, for real, dude. Like, School's Out all summer, Alice Cooper. I'd never heard of him until I saw Guitar Hero. And, by the way, I used to play that song every summer at the end. Like, the last day of school, I went home and full on max volume, School's Out all summer, and Guitar Hero. It was a tradition. Anyways, but yeah, like, Guitar Hero helped me a lot through this. So for me, this is actually a passion. For one of my top games of all times is in the Hall of Fame, Guitar Hero. But yeah, so I got lost. I'm sorry. But yeah, anyways, going back to the ratings, this is Metallica intro. I liked it. I give it a 6 because, again, I wanted more. Hell, let me go for a 7. I think I'm being too harsh. I'll go for a 7. I think that's fair for me and being balanced into when it comes to professional ratings or like personal ratings. But yeah, I agree with your 8.5.
I rated like an 8. Well, 8. Basically, like 7.5.
7.5. All right. Yeah. Still, it's there, right? It's there because it's not too much of what I want, but it's something of what I want. Right, and it's showing up Metallica deliciously. You should see this game. They even have their zombie costumes. You can change them so they can see them on live performances. And everything that was there was not like the usual guys playing Guitar Hero, like yeah. No. Actually, they put mocap suits and recorded live sessions of them playing each single song that's in the game for Metallica. Imagine that, right? Beautiful. But yeah, that was Guitar Hero Metallica. Let's go ahead into the next game. All right, guys. So that was Guitar Hero Metallica. Now it's time for Guitar Hero Aerosmith. Now, again, this came out after Guitar Hero 3. I forgot about it. Sorry. But yeah, this is Guitar Hero Aerosmith. This is basically Guitar Hero 3. Just like Guitar Hero Metallica, it's basically a copy-paste game from the previous one. So there's nothing new when it comes to features. But when it comes to like skins and added content, like new songs, new characters, new stages, yes. But when it comes to like how the buttons look, the character creation, no, it's the same. Of course, they added more stuff to the character creations, of course. But you know what I'm talking about. Guitar Hero 3 did the same with Activision did the same with Guitar Hero 3 for Guitar Hero Aerosmith and for Guitar Hero 2. Guitar Hero 2 is Rock the 80s and Encore Rock the 80s, which is like Guitar Hero 2 with much more 80s vibe, you know, glam, you know, much more glam. And then they did the same with 3 and with Metallica. So with 3, they did Guitar Hero Aerosmith, which surprisingly not, when I found out about this, I got shocked. Because I didn't listen to them much. And thanks to Guitar Hero Aerosmith, I learned about this band. And dude, let me tell you this, they recently retired. They did like a last tour and that's it. Darn it to heck, I wish I could have seen them live. But they are really good. Really good. I don't know if you've seen. Have you heard about Aerosmith? You know they got a roller coaster at Disney. Yeah.
They do?
Yeah, Rock and Roller Coaster. Aerosmith Rock and Roller Coaster. Well, supposedly there are rumors they're going to take it out. I hope not. Yeah, but they do have one on Hollywood Studios. It's called Aerosmith Rock and Roller Coaster.
Wait,
yeah.
is it in Disneyland or Disney World? Because there's...
Oh, because you have California. I think both of them have them. It's Hollywood Studios in Orlando. My bad. Yeah, because I forgot that you guys also have a Disney. Yeah, sorry about that.
We have a Disneyland. We don't have a Disney World.
We don't have a Disney World. We have a Disneyland. Excuse me. We have Disneyland, not Disney World. And I'm like, I'm going to do like Dashi. This motherfucker. All right. So, yeah, enough said. Guitar Hero Aerosmith intro. Let's give it a go. I love this song, by the way. Back in the Saddle. Steven Tyler. He has a big mouth, for real. Dude, Aerosmith is fucking dope. You know, everybody's like, hey, sign us up. Fuck yeah. No. Yeah, they separated. And then Joe Perry's like, you know what? Let's fucking come back. Joe Perry, man. This guy knows how to play, bro. Like, this is like a legend. Yeah, there was a moment when they broke up, if I'm not mistaken. Like, the bass player, the Joe Perry and the other one was beside him. And then they just forgive each other. And they went back to this one. Which, by the way, in Drake and Josh, he has a poster of that robot.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they don't mention Aerosmith, but there is a photo of that girl robot behind the stage that you saw. That like the android girl, like the Marilyn Monroe pose with the upskirt with like a robot girl. But yeah, that's the intro for Guitar Hero Aerosmith. Again, I will give this one. I will give this one an 8. It showed me what Aerosmith was, and guys, if you guys haven't heard Aerosmith, you guys are in for a treat, because trust me, that's it. That band is a banger, for real. All right, so that was my rating of Guitar Hero Aerosmith. What is your rating of Guitar Hero Aerosmith, Drifter?
I will also give it an 8.
You can feel it, right? You can feel it that there's. I love Aerosmith, man. Thanks to this game, I love Aerosmith. I bought the Greatest Hits album. My favorite song is I can't decide. I got 3 favorite songs. I got Sweet Emotion. That's my favorite one. I got Kings and Queens, because that bass melody before the solo is heaven on earth. And then I got Love in an Elevator, because, you know, that's gotta drop it down. And then number 4, Back in the Saddle, and then number 5, Ragdoll. All right, enough about Aerosmith. Let's go on to the next game. We got Guitar Hero Smash Hits. Now, this is like a remake of the previous songs from previous Guitar Hero games, but with the Guitar Hero World Tour engine. So now we get the tapping, because in World Tour, I didn't mention this, they added a tap touch sensor. So we got the buttons and the sensors, so you can do guitar taps, right? To pretend that you're doing guitar taps. And there was this transparent notes that will pop up, which they still do in other games, just in case if people still have that controller. You can use the touchpad. I never use them. You can still use the buttons with the touchpad included in the guitar. You don't have to do this. It's just an optional feature. It was cool, but it's like they took it out of the next controllers because it's really not necessary, really. But it's just a fun feature, you know. You can still push the buttons, but if you see the songs now from next games, you will see this transparent button still, just in case if people do have the controller, they can still tap, you know. But yeah, this is like a redo of other songs with the Guitar Hero 2 engine, much more easier inputs than the Guitar Hero 3. Like Through Fire and Flames from Dragon Force is the hardest song in Guitar Hero 3 on a console.
I heard rumors. Actually, no,
Yeah.
Stripe, I didn't hear those rumors. I've seen gameplay of how difficult.
Yeah, so here it's still difficult, but it's not like that difficult. You know, they it made it much more easier to access that tapping section at the first go, which is one of the hardest one to go through. You know, I think the arcade version doesn't have that. The arcade version has Alien something. It was a really hard song, but not as hard as Final Fantasy.
They have Cult of Personality. That's one thing for sure.
I love Cult of Personality. The solo it's hard. Yeah, I can consider it hard. Yeah, but I can do the solo. I love that solo. Like every single time in arcade that I do it, like a lot of people in the back is like, "What the fuck, dude? You know how to play guitar?" And I'm like, "Yes." I mean, that's not why I play good, because I actually got good at the game before getting the guitar. Which actually, fun fact, a lot of people happen this too. I am a guitarist, right? I got to playing guitar thanks to Guitar Hero. After Guitar Hero, I said to myself, I want to play real guitar. So if it wasn't for Guitar Hero, I would not have taken guitar lessons. And I would not have started music in college. Really cool, right? Thanks to Guitar Hero, I got a bachelor degree in popular music, major arts. So that's saying something. A video game inspired me. You know, that's fucking cool. Let's watch the intro for Smash Hits before it's too late.
Owners of the tour.
Yeah, that's Johnny Nalpin, by the way. That's Axel. Those are main characters from the game. Ever since Guitar Hero 1, 2, and 3, they always be in. That's Lars. And that's Casey, Snake Girl. So basically the story of that one, it's a short intro. Look at this. I always fight good in... I love that. I love that song, by the way. Anyways, let's go get to review. Alright, so that was Guitar Hero Smash Hits intro. If you don't know, the God of Rock goes to every single main character from Guitar Hero franchise. Johnny Nalpin, Lars, etc. And they offer them like a crystal that can gather energy. But spoiler alert, that's not the God of Rock. That's the devil disguised as the God of Rock. And that crystal is sucking out their souls. It's not really giving energy, rock energy or whatever. It's actually sucking out their souls. In every single stage on Guitar Hero Smash Hits, you're gonna see that crystal in the middle, and every time you do the star power, it will create like this, like sucking out people's soul. So you're technically having fun and playing. You're not realizing you're killing people.
Dang.
But yeah, like Guitar Hero Smash Hits is much more like a remix of all the other songs in the Guitar Hero World engine, which is not a bad engine. Not the best, but it's not a bad engine after all. Because we got that from World Tour, Metallica, and then Smash Hits. Now, here is where things get different. We start off by... Wait, did we... Yeah, I think so. I'm not mistaken. I'm still going to put it in. But I believe after this one, the Van Halen one came in. So I don't know if it's before or after. I think it's after. Because usually Guitar Hero, what it does is they put an original game, and then they put the same game but with different skin, right? Most of the time. to make a little bit of profit before they start off doing the other things, right? I mean, marketing skills. But hey, I'm not complaining. I did love those spin-offs games. Spin-offs / sequels. All right, so now we're going to get into the evolution of Guitar Hero. This is where everything changes from the ground up. We're going to do new stuff, new content, character design, the line for the Guitar Hero change, and everything. So here we are for a Guitar Hero 5 intro. I'm not going to show you the gameplay. I just wanted to mention that. You know, this is where everything changes from 5 to Van Halen, and then it changes again in Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock. We're almost there. I don't remember this at all. The Devil and the God of Rock watching, like, the band play. And they're like, what are you thinking? I think we have to collect the stars for some reason. I don't know. Boom, Guitar Hero 5.
God dang.
Like, some of the intros don't have to make sense. This one, they tried to do a lot of things differently. I think what affected this game was the song list. The set list is not the best choice. There were good choices here and there, like Scars on Broadway, which is the band from one of the members of System of a Down. But Nirvana, good, like Smells Like Teen Spirit, Smashing Pumpkins, and we also got Silver Sun Pickups for the first time or second time, because I forgot where. I think it's the first time, because the first song we get from Silver Sun Pickups, if I'm not mistaken, is There's No Secret This Year, which I love that band. But you have to listen to that band Drift. Like, it's not metal, it's like a shoegaze indie mix, you know. So it's really, but the song, the melodies, and these guys are whole other level. Silver Sun Pickups, guys. I think I have like 3 albums of them. My favorite album is Soon. If you're checking it out, go for Soon. I know all of those songs from 1 to 9, I think, or 7. But yeah, so let's go for the ratings. All right, so we just saw the Guitar Hero 5 intro. I liked the beginning. I didn't like the last part, because it showed that they were going to do something of a story to, like, tell you what's going to begin. But then it ends up them just, like, putting stars into the world, and then, like, smash through the wall. Yeah! You know, we get sucked in Guitar Hero 5. Like, what the fuck? So for me, it's a 5. I didn't understand this all. I do like the first part, don't like the second part. The song was good, everything was, the graphics, the animation were cool. You know, not my favorite. I like the 3 and World Tour animation, Metallica. I like those designs better. They should do a series with those animations. You know, it would be cool. But yeah, I'll give it a 5. What about you, Drift?
I gotta give it a 3. I'm sorry. It was
completely agree.
It was very confusing. It's like, you wanted to actually go to another world? Well, here's a star. Here you go. We're going Garby in this mess. Like, what the heck is this?
Yeah, it didn't make any sense at all. So yeah, I completely agree with your rating, but I will go for a 5 because I'm a fan. But yeah, let's go again now for the next game. It's gonna be Guitar Hero Van Halen. Short intro. This time it's made from, like, the engine itself. It's not like a cutscene or something. Eddie. He's doing Eruption. That melody is amazing. I love that piece. I used to play all the songs in this stage because I never play the story. I just wanted to play the songs. I grabbed this game because of the songs. And there we go, Guitar Hero Van Halen. That's the intro. For me, it's a 3. I love the band playing, but for me it's a 3. Like there's nothing to add. You know what I mean? So what about your Drift? Before you give it?
I gotta give it a 1. I'm sorry. That's gonna be like the lowest score we ever
The lowest score. I completely agree. It's like it makes sense, but it's just like, okay, yeah, sure. It felt really lazy, not gonna lie. Now after this one, they kind of like slow it down a little bit, not too much though. Of course, it's Activision. What are you gonna do about it? And they decided to redo it all again. More graphics, more evolution, and we've got the last game of Guitar Hero. Now, a lot of people are saying, what about Guitar Hero Live? With all due respect for people who love Guitar Hero Live, for me, that's not Guitar Hero. That's just another copy game that has the name Guitar Hero. Let me say it this way. Guitar Hero Live is not Guitar Hero, it's Guitar Hero Live. I remember I'll talk about this after the intro because it's a mini rant that I want to give. But let's check out the intro for Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock. All right, here we go. The intro for Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, for my personal, the best Guitar Hero game ever to exist. Let's give it a go. So in this one, we do get another engine cutscene, but at least it's much more cooler. So in this the story about this game is we have to save the god of rock, well, the demigod of rock, from the ashes of the monster, the stage monster. And all of us have to like reunite, get our star magic powers. We by the way, they transform into the Warriors of Rock, which is kind of cool because it's like them, but like mutated into monsters. So they turn into monsters to play rock, to defeat this monster right here, and save the God of Rock, which is the guy with the axe. We also get a segment of the story where we have to get his axe and give it to him at the end. So to get the axe, we gotta pass a test. Guess what? That test is a summary of Rush 2112 album. Boom. We get more to the story, of course. There's cuts. And this one is cool because we actually get cutscenes from, like, we do get cutscenes, but it's not like a picture and then like a guy just animated really fast and that's it. No, we actually get an engine full cutscene. Like Johnny is like drunken in the clam and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna play," and then he goes to the stage and cheers people up. Axel does this fucking cool thing where he, like, when he gets transformed into a mummy, so he goes like this, gets inside a coffin, and then comes out like a fucking beast. Every single character in this game turns into a monster, to the Warrior of Rock, which is technically like a mutated version, like a hybrid, a human and a monster, making like a superpowered thing. It's sad to see that this was the last game from Neversoft. Neversoft said goodbye, and sadly they brought it back with Guitar Hero Live, which it sucked completely in my opinion. But yeah, I'm gonna give this one I can give it a 6.5. 6.5 for me sounds fair. It's above average, nothing new, but it's better than what we got before, right? So what about you? What are you giving?
I'm going to actually just give it on a 6.
Yeah,
it's not bad, it's not good, but it could have been worse. It could have been Guitar Hero, man.
Completely agree. Now, so yeah, let's see. What else can I say about this game, man? Like the DLC store was amazing. We got Marilyn Manson, Lady Gaga, Justin Bieber. What else we got? We got Disturbed. We got Slipknot. We got The Devil Wears Prada. We got Chimaera. We got 30 Seconds to Mars. We got imports, which you can actually take the disc out, put the disc of one of the older Guitar Heroes, and imports, not all of them though, which sucked, but like at least 20 of the 40 songs from other games. So let's say if you have World Tour, right? So what you would do is you will take out the disc, every single game has a manual ownership code, right? You put that ownership code in the game, I think you had to pay after that. It will activate it, but you have to pay like $12 or $10 depending on the situation. It was a hidden DLC in a way. But you needed the disc in order to pass on those songs to Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock. So that's why when you see me playing Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, I have a section when it's like Warriors of Rock, DLC, Guitar Hero Metallica, Guitar Hero World Tour. You know what I mean? And then and then the I think that's it, yeah. And then the other one is like the custom songs. By the way, World Tour and onwards, you get to create your own songs. They sound horrible, but at least you can play them and you can set up the buttons and shit, which is kind of cool. Anyways, so I'm not going to do Guitar Hero Live. Because for me, it's not Guitar Hero. Okay? Guitar Hero stopped here for me. And when we got the trailer at April 1st, I thought it was an April Fool's joke. So the guy wakes up. It's live action. You're going on stage. You're playing, and if you're sucking, they come at to you, the camera, and say like, "Dude, what the fuck? Play right?" And then if you're playing good, they tell you you're doing good, right? That's cool because you get like a POV section that you're playing live, right, in front of like a live audience. You know, it's really cool. I like that, and it could have been gone to a VR mode, which is going to be much more better. But here's the problem: they named it Guitar Hero Live. Now the difference in Guitar Hero with Guitar Hero Live here is that they had like people saying, oh, so I have this. There was the development team, and one of the women in the development team says like, oh, so I have this character and I'm seeing playing live, and I'm like, I don't care, I want to be on the stage. Their motto was, let's not create a character and put him in the band, let's be the character. And I'm like, bitch, I like to create characters too. I used to create my own band with the whole design and shit, and put a bass player, microphone, drummer, and the guitar. So don't come at me like you don't care. You don't care. We all care. You fucked up. I'm sorry. They fucked up Guitar Hero. For real. So get this. Just, okay, but Jonathan, like, come on. Like, you know, it's, okay, fine. That's a cool thing. When the line comes out, you got 6 buttons instead of 5. 3 on top, 4 on bottom, 3 on bottom. And it's just confusing as hell. I hate it. I hate it completely. I don't like it at all. The guitar looks hideous. Ugly as fuck, dude. If you see the Guitar Hero Live guitar, you're gonna hurl compared to the other ones, right? There's no more colors. The hyperspeed sucks. It's super slow. And yes, the only cool thing about it is that it's like you're playing live. And the band, if you're losing, it will do like a invisible transition where you will not kind of see it, and people will boo you, and the characters, the members will be like, dude, are you really fucking this up for us? So that's kind of cool. But at the same time, it's just not worth saying it's a great game just because of that, right? So, here's the other fact. They say they were going to promise us DLC. And I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. So, Drifter, I mentioned you, right? That it's a game that you're on stage with the band. So, what do you think DLC is for you there?
In terms of DLC, it's basically fixing problems. Well, fixing problems is literally just patches and updates.
No, I mean, like, I'm talking about, like, what do you think when they will say, hey, DLC is coming? In a game that you play with a band. So, what is your thinking there?
I usually would think, like, in terms of, like, Guitar Hero-wise, I would say, like, it's more, like, they added new songs from
yeah,
like, like new upcoming bands.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly. So in your head, you're like, okay, so the DLC is we're promising Avenged Sevenfold. Okay, so you're thinking, wow, I'm going to play with Guitar Hero Live. I'm going to play with Avenged Sevenfold. You know, I'm gonna see the guy from the vocalist. Yeah, like let's say Metallica DLC, right? I'm going to play with Metallica. So James Hetfield is going to be looking at me saying, man the fuck up if I'm sucking, or good job if I'm doing a good job. That was my DLC thought. Now, like, rationally speaking, it's hard to do that. Licensing issues and shit like that. But hey, that's why you are a multi-million fucking dollar company. You will get the money's worth back. You know? Stop thinking, oh, no, it's too expensive. Dude, risk it. You're gonna get a lot of money because I would have bought it. I would have bought that piece of crap Guitar Hero Live if I were to play with the bands that I want to play. They promised Black Veil Bride's music, and I was like, back then, that was my favorite band back then, and I was like, Black Veil Bride is going to be on DLC, so I'm going to play with Andy Six. Andy Six is going to yell at me or cheer me up, depending on how I do. It's going to be fucking dope. Right? I'm still not answering the question. I'm just ranting because I'm going to say what happened. So you know that DLC that they promised us? Mm-hmm. It was a separate mode called Guitar Hero TV, and you go there. And you go there to play the DLC songs. But guess what? When you play them, it was a music video in the background.
Oh
hell!
That is
no.
That is straight up false advertising. It's like,
dude.
No.
I mean, okay, granted, they didn't tell us it was going to be that way, but we were expecting that, you know? We were expecting that. Like, why didn't you just work things out? You don't have to do too much DLC, because I understand. It would have been fucking insane, you know? But, hey, it would be revolutionary. You could have taken the risk and just look for the cheapest band. It doesn't have to be those bands. But let us have the experience to play with the artists that we are fangirling about, you know? Like, I would love to play with Cece, the drummer from Black Veil Brides. I would have loved seeing him on the screen being like, fuck yeah, dude, you're fucking awesome. And I'm like, I'm fucking awesome. That's fucking cool. But no. Sadly, no. Motionless in White, fuck yeah. No, a music video. And I'm like, calm the fuck on, bro. Calm the fuck on, man. It's just stupid. But hey, at the end of the day, it flopped. Thank God. Because if that would have been successful, everything would have changed, dude. I love this universe. Thanks for that. So supposedly we're hearing rumors of another Guitar Hero game, but I don't know if they're true. Supposedly we saw like a leak of the sign of the guitar. Maybe that's what's focusing on the Guitar Hero for the Fortnite Festival, because there's actually a new guitar controller, the Riffmaster. But that is much more focused on the style of the Rock Band series guitar, which for me, I didn't like it. The strumming, I don't like it. I like to feel that click, click, click on the guitar, a strum bar. The strum bar on the Rock Band, it doesn't click. It's just a soft touch. It's just like, and you don't feel anything. I need to feel that click. But hey, at least they're bringing the guitar controller back, which is kind of cool. Anyways, let's go on to the last game of the night, and then the rest of it that we have planned, we'll do it on another part. Let's say.
I was about to spit out freaking facts about this series. My goodness.
All right, Tokyo Extreme Racer 0. Now, you know much more of this than me, so the mic is yours.
Alright, so for those that are not too familiar with the Tokyo Extreme Racer series, it is a series of Japanese racing games that is based off of from the highway called the Shutoku Highway, and basically it started with the games from the late 80s, and it ended around the late 2000s. So basically, it started with one of the games being that was coming out for the upcoming PlayStation, along with the Sega Dreamcast. So the game had two. It was like one of the many multi-platform racing games that was out around that time. Except for Nintendo, because I forgot how Nintendo is when it comes to like their policy of making video games for some reason back then. And then the second game came out on Dreamcast, and those two games actually did really well. And then Zero came out, and it was for the PS2. Now, keep in mind that back then, the PS2 just came out, and Tokyo Extreme Racer was now exclusive to the PS2.
Okay. Yeah, just like Soul Calibur 3.
Yeah. But the funny thing is that everything from Tokyo Extreme Racer and Tokyo Extreme Racer 2 carried over to Tokyo Extreme Racer 0,
right.
but they added more cars
Okay.
and more teams that I ever counted before. Not gonna lie.
So this game is like, if I'm not mistaken, I do love these type of racing games. I call them drifting games because they focus more on not just speed but drafting mechanics and drifting mechanics. If you've been to the arcade routes, right? If you're an arcade fanatic, and if you've been on the car section, you're bound to see a Japanese anime style car racing game, and with real brands, with real cars, real brands, and you get to customize your own and race rivals, right? The most familiar ones are Maximum Tune 2, Initial D. So they're basically like, those are like deja vu guys, right? So Tokyo Extreme Racer, I cannot say it's 100% guaranteed like those games, but it follows that formula of just running down sprint racing. And I gotta say, I love these. This is one of my favorite. I prefer more Need for Speed, but it can go on my second place because it feels like a serious thing. When I used to play it, like, dude, like in my country, I don't know about you, but in Puerto Rico, bro, like Timeout and Atillo, my local area that I was from, my town, they had Maximum Tune 2. And in my school, people were selling memory cards. You can pay like $2 and you'll get a card to save your progress, and then you put it back if you want to play again with your cards saved and everything. They had a lot of these cards. They had like 10, 11, and like leveled up and max, and they were selling it like for $80. People were crazy in like middle school, and when I go there were a lot of kids. We're talking about like DDR hype level, like a crowd behind the driver, and this driver just on the fucking transmission just to fucking do the drifts and shit. And I was like, whoa. Like that, then I played it, but I never touched the transmission. Nothing homophobic. I'm just kidding. It's just that I didn't know how to, like, when a tight curb, I don't know what to do with the transmission, like change it to 4 and then go back to 6. I didn't know what to do that, so I would just go automatic, right? But I did play this a lot, and I had a lot of fun playing it. Even though I was in automatic, I was not playing it like the pros do it, whatever. I had a black Mazda. I love that car until I saw it in person. It's tiny as fuck, but it used to be my favorite. Like, it's
same for me. Same thing for me. I saw my dream car. It was a 08 Audi R8, and I'm like, man, that car looks cool. And then I saw it in person, like, God dang, this thing is tiny.
Dude, like the Mazda RX-7 is smaller than the Hyundai Genesis, and I could know because that's the car that I have. I have a Hyundai Genesis 2.0 coupe, and it's small for me. Like, I fit in it fine. Like, but like the sports cars tend to be a little bit smaller because that's the thing. But like the Mazda is way smaller than that, and I'm like, okay, I'm struggling with the postures and shit to get out of the car. It's much more uncomfortable compared to like a pickup truck or something like that, right? So going even lower, hell no. Dude, that car, when I stand up beside him, the belly is the top part of the car. I'm fucking kidding, dude. It's small as hell, dude. I was like, oh, hell no. It's not my dream car anymore. But hey, whatever. Let's watch the intro of this one. Tokyo Extreme Racer 0 4K in 3, 2, 1. Oh, wait, no. This is like an upscale... Yeah. There we go. This is... Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. My bad. Sorry. There we go. Shout out to White Charisma for the video. Is that a Skyline?
Yeah, Skyline R34 GTR. And that is
I know my shit, bro.
Oh, those are Evos. Oh my god.
Oh, that's the... Oh, that is the most wanted too. The yellow car.
The NSX?
I think so.
Nah, it's not most wanted because No, so I didn't have. Was it? Remember correctly?
Similar one. It's like a snake. The brand. It's like a snake logo.
Oh, a Dodge Viper.
I think so, right? I don't know. I think it was a Viper. Yeah, it was a Viper. But it was
Yeah,
like a
Dodge
sports car with a little bit of like a backside, flat side, flat top. Similar. It's not that one. Customization. You can only put a sticker on it. Yeah. These games, bro. That's all there is. The cutscene, it's not. You know that shit. Almost crashed on it. You know the intros usually do this and fake it out, like it's not like the game. Then no, this actually is the game. Tokyo Extreme Racer 0. Dude, by far, these sort of games, I remember like the music, it was like dun, 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 and now I'm just writing them out, bro. I that's all you do. You know, you race in a like a fast-paced environment, like even with traffic, and you're like sliding down and shit like that. But it's not like the speed is not like super fast. It's like fast, but you know, it's like you're in the zone, and then you're trying to pass it, and then it's trying to pass you, and you're trying to go like that, and then we're about to reach the end, and he's like, you're almost there, and then the second place is like, try to keep up. The other is like, don't get caught.
And the mess out of it.
Dude, amazing. All right, so that was Tokyo Extreme Racer 0. I gotta say, it brings what this is what you're getting it, and this is it. You know, I will give this one a 7 out of 10. I love the music. I love the cars that they were shown. I love how they started. You know, like he started up, and then one of them sees them, and it's like, I'm gonna catch up. You know, because this is the family route. We see a car, we chase it, we want to win in a race for it. When is the finish line? We don't know. We get to decide. But hey, it's there, you know. At the end of the day, share each other profiles, man. You got a car buddy right at the get-go. That's how we do it in Tokyo Extreme Racer, bro. Maximum tune vibes, initial D vibes. I love that sort of like sprint race / drifting focus mechanics. Really hard to steer, guys. So this is not for beginners. You can play it, but fair warning, you're gonna have trouble driving because it's not gonna be like Most Wanted. It's not gonna be like LA Rush. It's not gonna be like Burnout. It's completely different. This is like a different type of game.
And you will rage. You will legit rage.
You will rage. You will rage when you're fucking going 300 miles per hour, right? You just passed your rival that you've been trying to beat, and this time you got it. You got it, bro. All of a sudden, cling, 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 cling. There's a split track. You hit the middle part. You lost the race,
yeah.
bro. I'm not playing for weeks if that happens to me.
No, so this is actually a true story. So I was going for like 100%. And there are these races called Wonders, all right? So I was trying to unlock this Dodge Viper, and to unlock this Dodge Viper, I had to race a chick named Bloody Mary who drives said Dodge Viper. And unfortunately, in order to find this chick, I had to beat a guy with an MRS, which in order to race him, you have to get the exact car. You have to make sure that the car is brand new, that is like never touched, and not to mention that one of the upgrades cannot be installed. So basically, you're running an 80% upgraded vehicle at this point, and this dude is freaking fast, and I'm like, who decided this?
Like, how the fuck can you drive? There's a limit, you know that? Like a little bit more, and you can just go like disappear, like Back to the Future.
I'm like, man, all I'm trying to do is unlock this Dodge Viper, and he got me facing a guy with a pink MRS, which makes it even worse. Like, oh my god, I gotta get beat by a pink car. I
don't even want that pink slip. Get it? Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Anyway, Okadan joins the table. Yay, I forgot about my baby Yao. Anyways, I wish I had a baby owl real life, but this will do. No responsibilities, and it's cute. Double the flavor. Anyways, so what do you rate Tokyo Extreme Racer Zero?
I'll rate it a 8. I'm not trying to be biased, so I'm gonna rate
It's
it
fine.
an 8.
No, it's a fair score. You know, it's a fair score. All right, so let's go with Tokyo Extreme Racer 3 intro for K Remaster. Again, shout outs to White Charisma for putting the video on YouTube. Let's go ahead and watch it. Okay. It's like, you remember Zero? Well, this is the same thing, but better. I love this. I love this already.
You saw you're racing one highway, you're now racing in 3.
Nice sound design, I'll give you that. Highway races, man. I love sprint races, man. Like, guys, you have to see this. If you're in Orlando, Florida, I think that Palm Bay has an arcade monster, and I think it has Initial D or something similar to it. But it's basically Tokyo Extreme Racer, which is another name, another brand, whatever. And it's this type of racing. You're gonna love it. Those arcade never gets empty.
Hey, them evils are they lurking. It's like here goes.
That
Oh, let's go, boys.
Look at that. That happens in the game, by the way. That beauty, man. It's just, who cares if you're winning or not? You just want to be in line. You just want to flow with the track. This is not about who wins. It's about flow. Bro, honestly, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10, definitely. That was a real banger. All right, so yeah, I will give this one a 9. I love Tokyo Extreme Racer 3. The intro was less about competition and more about emotion. You know what I'm talking about? Like, like it felt much more emotional. Like, you don't want to win a race. You wanna flow with the track. You know, be the track. Flow through it like the wind. I love that. That's a 9 out of 10 for me. And yes, I'm not high. So what do you give it?
10.
10. There you go. You see what I'm talking about? You know, emotion beats competition. I'll give you that. All right, good one. Actually, that is actually one that I want to check out. Tokyo Extreme Racer. I've been trying to find this game on flea markets and everything. I think I showed you one, right? Did I actually manage to show you one? I don't remember where I saw it, but I don't know if I bought it. I don't think I did bought it, because I do buy games and keep them in the bag because I say, oh, I'll arrange it later. But I forgot that I bought Crash Minor Mutant and other games, and like I checked the bags. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot I bought these. But yeah, because I keep them in the bag. Like, you know, they give me a bag, so I get home and put them in the shelf, and I'm like, I'll get them out later. And I have like 3 or 4 bags there. But anyways, because I'm a collector for retro games, especially PlayStation 2 and 1, and I like to, you know, have like a playable collection. You can see it on my TikToks. Let me know if you want to see more of that. Anyways, but yeah, I think this is one of the ones that I've been trying to find, and it's not easy to find, at least physical. Maybe eBay, I can get one, you know, who knows. Anyways, next up is Tokyo Extreme Racer Drift #1. The fuck?
Yeah, Genki had their own racing team.
Genki Racing Project.
But I didn't know that's a legit thing that they actually did.
Oh, for real? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
It's alright. It's alright. It's pretty
Oh, so
hilarious
s-
though. Oh,
I didn't know. Oh my god, dude, that's. I hope. Like, well, here's the, if they get mad at me for that joke, I'll be happy because they're seeing the whole video completely. I didn't know it was actually a real project. Holy shit, dude! You should have warned me. That was too fucked up.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So, Inuyasha, Sailor Moon intros mixed with car racing game, right? Presented by Akira Toriyama. Hubba.
If a
Well,
chick
man.
was able to admit that, I am making kids. Forget the ring, I'm making kids. Hold on a second.
Dude, these games are the bomb, dude. I love playing these games. I wish I could go back to Maximum Tune, bro. Maximum Tune was a thing, dude. Maximum Tune 2, Initial D, they were like big, all known, especially in Puerto Rico. Because Puerto Rico, we do have a huge racing fandom. Like, there's a bunch of meet and greets. Okay, I like the previous one better. This is a little bit DDR. Too much Dance Dance Revolution for my part. But it's not a bad one. Again, it goes for emotional rather than competition. I will give this one a 6. Maybe a 7. Yeah, 7 would be nice. It's a really cool, just spacing out, you know what I'm talking about, just having fun. We're drifting in the wilderness. You know, that's just beauty. What would you give this one? Drift? Drift? You there? Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Okay, so... Again, so... Wait, Tokyo Drifter.
Oh, and also,
Race.
yeah, I would. Wait, have you rated the intro yet, or just?
No, I think I read it. You haven't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, man, hold on a second. If this is a chick driving that mess, yeah, I'm making. So yeah, kids out of 10.
So yeah, that it is a good one. I do
AKA
love the previous one. Which one was it? The three?
Yeah, the third game.
Yeah. All right, so this one is gonna be the. Dude, I see Genki. I feel bad, dude. I'm so sorry about that joke. Totally inappropriate. Please forgive me. I didn't mean any
This
harm.
is another fun fact. A kid actually drew that, and that was and that's gonna be their logo for their racing team, which is not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. Like, no joke.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I like the whole thing. The drawing. I mean, it resembles it represents a kid, right? It references a kid. But I thought you mean like it was a project for like disabled or something like that, for autism or something.
It's a racing team.
Okay, no, I know, but you know, it could be like an e-sport racing team. You never know, right? I mean, trust me, these type of persons are not limited. You know, they just need to be dependent to a point where they either can or will have to stay forever, but at some point they can like roam free. So sorry about that. It's totally inappropriate for my part. Hey, I'm a dark humor guy, so here you're coming for dark humor stuff. So from now on, please don't be offended for anything I say. It doesn't mean that I hate them. Trust me, I have family members with conditions, and I love them with all my heart. Believe me. You gotta have fun sometimes. Have you seen stand-up comedies of like people with actually?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like there's actually autistic. There's actually autistic people. And like Parkinson people, like doing stand-up comedy and roasting themselves, you know, so they do have the sense of humor, guys. Come on. All right, so this is gonna be the last video that we're gonna see today. So let's give it a go. We're gonna watch Tokyo Extreme Racer Drift number 2. This is the sequel.
Horses.
Spirit Racer.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, we got snow this time. Oh, this is Rally, right? That's what the name Rally.
It's Rally Racing.
Yeah. Those are there's a PS1 game that was actually Rally Racers, and it's hard to drive those things, dude. And dangerous. People like just stand on the sidewalk, dude. You know that like they could actually like slide to you and kill you. Oh, beautiful.
The NSX return from the
hey man. Ride to live and live to ride. You can tell.
Oh goodness.
Oh, there is a track in Maximum Tune too, just like this one.
Hawkman?
It's very annoying. I hate it. I only beat it twice, I think, or once. Alright, bet. Kaido Battle or Tokyo Extreme Racer. Okay. Alright. Not a bad one. Not a bad one at all. I do gotta say that not the previous one, the previous one, Tokyo Extreme Racer 3, for me was the best out of all the Tokyo Racers that we've seen. And when it comes to like promising and the emotion is there, this too, they're not bad. They show the upscale of graphics. They show that this is a new stuff, more cool stuff, I bet, right? I haven't played these games. But what I can tell about the intro is that it's way too emotional. You know, the more you see
so much emotion.
yeah, like from 3 and onward of the one that you show me, it goes much more anime intro, you know, and it doesn't go for you know. I understand that.
That would be hilarious if they made it. Well, if they actually turned Tokyo Extreme Racer to an anime.
Well, I mean, like in a way, I'm not saying like that's Tokyo Extreme Racer. I get it, but in my opinion, Tokyo Extreme Racer 3 did it right. And we're talking about the intro. We're not talking about gameplay, okay? But the intro itself, for me, these ones are not bad. They're good. I just don't like the fact that they went way to friendship, yay, racing, instead of like deja vu, like that racing techno music, like Maximum Tune 2.
From Zero being,
you know, and like
Racer, I'm gonna beat this dude. All right, let's get it.
Tokyo Extreme 3 did that, you know. It went soft on music, like more emotional to it, but it still have that seriousness. Like it's much more we're flowing with the track, not hey, let's race together, you know, which is not bad. It's just a personal preference. I will give this one an 8. You know, for what it's worth, I do love seeing the cars drifting. The cars are like amazing. We got this PlayStation 2 cinematic cutscene that it's not even it used to be the biggest thing, right? Because what we get in the gameplay, we don't get in the cutscene, of course, when it comes to graphics, right? Nowadays, it's the same engine, is the same cutscene, just a little bit of difference, right? But yeah, I really did enjoy it. What about you? What did you give this one?
I will give this an 8.5 because even though this was, and keep in mind, this was actually my first Tokyo Extreme Racer game that I actually owned. Because I was like, oh, this game looks cool. I might as well play it. That game took me 3 months to beat.
Okay,
wait, no, not 3 months. It took me 2 years.
Holy shit, to complete.
I kid you not. It took me 2 years
to
beat this game. And I was like, how the heck did this game
I got a question.
Top Little Big Planet, which took me 3 months to beat.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, this is Japanese stuff. Where the fuck did you get this game? I'm trying to find it, dude. I cannot see it anywhere.
Oh, so the crazy thing is, I got the game right. I think it was like around that time when GameStop was still selling PS2 games for like extremely cheap. I
I
got
remember it,
that
yeah.
along with Gran Turismo Story, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Tokyo
So
Racer, I found
basically,
it in a local game store. Same thing with
for
3.
real,
Yeah.
somebody must
Uh,
have it and say, "Hey, you can have it." This guy didn't know what he was giving away, because these games you don't see them in like local stores anywhere. Of course, we're talking about Japanese games. These are Japanese games. At the end of the day, they're hard to find. Even if it's here, it's still hard to find.
Here's the
Yeah,
thing. They're hard to find, but they're harder to beat. I kid
yeah.
you not.
I can tell. I mean, I've played Maximum 2, and of course, you cannot compare it to this one, but the gameplay is basically the same formula, right? And trust me, it's easier at first, but it gets harder, and you gotta farm to upgrade those gears, make the car more faster.
There's farming, all right. There is.
Yeah, like the
Farming,
make
and
sure you
then
don't add too
there's-
much handling, because if you add too much handling, the car is not gonna drift well. You know, it's a basic trick. But yeah, I agree completely. For the little experience that I got through this, I understand completely that definitely this is a hard game to beat. But yeah, so you say 8, right?
Yeah.
And what did I say? 8 too? No, you say 8.5. I say
Yeah,
8.
it's 8.5.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. No wait. Did I say 8 or 7? I don't remember. I forgot.
He's at 8.5.
I say 8.5.
Yeah.
Okay, 8.5. All right, but 8 or 8.5, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just to give you an idea of what I really think about this one. Overall, my favorite one was Tokyo Extreme Racer 3. That was the good one. All right. So, what is your overall Extreme Racer out of all that we see in this from Tokyo Extreme Racer? Which one is your favorite?
Okay, so in terms of the intros, Tokyo Racer Drifts gave me, oh, if this chick is drifting an SVT like that, we're making babies. No question asked. Forget the ring. We're going to that hotel. Like, we're making babies. Tokyo Racer Drift 2, it was my first game. My first Tokyo Racer game, actually. It was not bad. It gave me it's more it's like oh yeah, we're gonna roll up on these team of S15s. You want to roll? Yes, sir. It's like, all right.
Okay, so yeah,
Toy Racer 3, like it has like a crap ton of emotions. It's like so emotional, so good. Too bad it's really hard to find.
Yeah, I know, right? It's stupid. We can check. You can check on video company, the videocompany.com. That's a really trustworthy than DK Oldies. Now, although with all due respect, I did shop games from DK Oldies and they look good. I haven't gotten any, but I have from what I've seen on packaging and stuff videos. But the consoles, I think they can only do too much, and a lot of people are saying like DK Oldies is being scamming. But I believe they're trying their best. You know, it's just what it is. Although they should lower down the price. It's very expensive to buy consoles there.
That is true.
So I recommend, if you're really going for a cheaper way, go for thevideogamecompany.com. They're getting hyped on TikTok, and they actually treat the games with much more careful. They actually put gloves and everything, dude. It's insane. So it's refurbished, but hey,
yeah.
sometimes they're new.
And in terms of Tokyo Stream Racer Zero, I like Tokyo Stream Racer Zero's intro because holy freaking crap, it was intense. It's like something out of a freaking like if that intro wasn't anime, I'm pretty sure it will probably be the most popular racing anime than the Initial D.
Definitely, yeah, it is that. Yeah, I believe that this one is much more interesting than Initial D, in my opinion. For me, out of the 3 that I've been, I think Maximum Tune is better when it comes to like the looks of it. But Tokyo Extreme Racer has its own respect, you know, because again, it's console, it's much more easy console accessible. Let's put it that way. Because I think there is a console version for Maximum Tune. I just think it's only Japanese exclusive. But
Oh, it's not that exclusive. You can actually
you can
like
get it.
there are American releases for the most part.
Oh,
So if you're looking for a Japanese variant of the game, it's called Kano Battle or Shotoku Battle.
no, but
Yeah,
I'm talking about Maximum Tune, not Tokyo Extreme Racer.
oh, my bad.
Yeah, yeah. Like
uh,
I think there was a console version, but I think it was exclusive for Japan.
yeah, it
The
was exclusive to the Japanese on the PS3, and unfortunately, we can't even get
Yeah.
that much unless we
I
import
do-
a
I-
PS3.
My PS3 is Japanese version because I got it on eBay. They actually gave me a Arkham Return to Arkham collection. I think the first 2 games, free of charge because I bought the PlayStation sealed. By the way, factory seal. I have it there. I don't care because I have that game digitally. Bought it, but I was not expecting that. But man, if only that would have gotten me Maximum Tune. I think actually, now that I think about it, since I have the Japanese version of it, I can go ahead and buy Maximum Tune. Maybe do a little bit of a live stream for it and just play that game. Because that's really one that I really like to finish. Because I, of course, didn't finish mine. Because, again, dude, it's $1 a fucking race. So, yeah. It was a money wasting thing.
Actually,
Anyways,
funny enough, you can actually there is an extra Tokyo Extreme Racer game, but the reason I didn't say anything about it is because that game was exclusive to the Xbox 360.
okay.
Like if it was like oh, it's like next gen exclusive, I wouldn't mind it as much. But in order to play that game, you have to get an Xbox 360, which
is much more money they got to spend for insanity.
It's like you're paying that much for one game.
Hey, some people are ambitious. Anyways, that's all we have for tonight, guys. It's been 2 hours and 41 minutes. That's good. That's good enough. I thought it was going to take longer. So, yeah. Let us know if you actually wants us to. We still got more on the list. I think we missed, because we don't got enough time. We missed Used, and we missed Tekken and Twisted Metal. So I think those are gonna be for the part 3. However, the part 3 is not gonna come on the next podcast episode. It's gonna be maybe on the other one. But I want to do something separate for the other one. Now, what would that be? I still have my considerations because I don't know which one I'm going to feature. And if I'm going to talk Tekken, I wanna feature you again because we know about Tekken. Mm-hmm. And we can talk more trustworthy, confidential.
And more dubs.
About that, yeah. So, yeah, let us know in the comments below which game do you want us to like review when it comes to like an old classic that nobody knows about, like for example Musashi on the PlayStation 1, Medieval 2, you know, like demo disc, which one was better, story times about those things. Give me ideas, guys, in the comments down below, right? So if you're new here, make sure that you subscribe and hit that bell icon so you do not miss any of my beautiful content. Don't forget to like and share this with your friends and spread the words that I exist. This is a podcast about video games, not another one, but mine is cooler because it's much more purple and blue and and we do have fun here. So let us know what other games you want us to react to. Maybe we can do a part 4 eventually or something, you know. But part 3 is going to come in soon for those games that we mentioned. And then part 4, whatever you guys decide. If not, we'll decide ourselves to do much more. We were talking about doing, like, not just franchise like we're doing now. We could go for and just make our own list of our favorite PlayStation 1 or PSP or PlayStation 2 games. So, yeah. You're in for a treat in the future. What else? I think that's it. Make sure you go ahead in the description, subscribe to God Drifter, GodDrifter_ for Instagram, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I got it right again. Yes, let's go. And then, of course, everything social media in the links in the description down below. And of course, yeah, donate if you want. Thank you in advance. It will help the channel grow. Also, make sure to subscribe to my music channel. I'm working on an album right now. That's why it's a little bit dead, but don't worry. I'm still active on that. And the album is going to be really cool, guys. It's going to be Scott Pilgrim inspired, so you're in for a treat. Yeah, what else can I say? I think that's it. All right, guys, have a good night. We'll see you on the next one.